Hey guys. Hello. What is up? Hello. I had changed the time to 9:40, but I actually ended up being ready a little earlier. What's up, y'all? Who's in here? Stink face. Hi. Hello, Blood Moon. Pamela Rivera. Hi. How are you guys doing today? Oh, happy birthday. Happy 25th birthday. This is sexism? What? How is this sexism, Dominican Renaissance? Oh my gosh, your rights are being trampled. Oh, okay, guys. So, okay, well, let me wait till more people in here. Okay. Any men listening, y'all will eventually get the chance to come on, but I just wanted to give the ladies a chance first and get a change of scenery because there's always a bunch of dudes on here. Yes, Blood Moon. I do hope some women join. I'm gonna be mad if nobody joins or no females join, because then I'm gonna have to open it up to the guys. I kind of like having a just ladies' night, right, Pamela? Where's Greg Ghost? He's probably chilling at home. Yes, Dominican Renaissance. This should be interesting. Who are these newbies? I don't know. New subscribers, maybe? I'm with Dear All This Misandry. Crazy boy. Wait, so is it not sexism when it's always a bunch of dudes on here? Is that not the same? No lie. I know Dominican Renaissance, I know. All Girls Podcast is pretty dope though. Right. I figured it would be. Just to do something different. I don't know, like somebody just settle down. Okay. Yeah, so some of you guys may remember I have been saying for a few months now that I want to do like a all-female panel, whatever, like do a ladies' night. So I figured this would actually be a good time to do it, just to hear straight from our mouths what it is that we want. OG de Ranchos. Is this the real you? Yeah, they do join more often than women. There's another account out there with your name, OG, if this is the real OG, so I just have to make sure it's just the real one or the fake one. Yeah. So yeah, like I was saying, I just figured this would be a good chance to just hear straight from us what it is that we want and stuff like that, because you always hear people saying that women, we don't know what we want. We never know what we want to eat. We don't know what we really want when it comes to men. We say we want one thing and we end up going for the total opposite. So, okay, you the real one. Okay. I'll take your word for it. Hey, Jacqueline Garcia, new subscriber in the house. Woo! What's up? Maybe you'll join the panel. You don't have to show your face, guys. Oh, seeing face your first time. Oh man, definitely pressure. No, just kidding. Well, cool. Nice to have new people in here. Definitely nice to have new people. Yeah. So I usually try and wait till it gets to about 20 people to kind of get started. Also, I'm going to put the link in the chat now. So people can, or ladies, any ladies in here, y'all can join at any point. And I'll just kind of start off by talking about what it is that I want, I guess, you know. Women don't know though, man. They need a man who knows for them. Oh, is that what it is, OG? How y'all feel about that? Any ladies in here? Is OG right about that? La Princess, I need you to join, even for like 5 minutes. Oh, you're not gonna join? Let me pin this. Thank you, La Princess. What if I identify as a woman? Nice try, Dominican Renaissance. Nice try. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, we definitely have. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. Like, so for the first portion of this. Hi, Nuria. Thank you. I need my sleep though. Zara Moreira. Hi. Okay, I see some more females in here. Maybe some of y'all will want to join. For any new people to join, if you're not familiar with StreamYard, all you have to do is click the link in the pinned message. You don't need to show your face. You can just keep put a picture or just keep it blank. Yeah. So yeah, like I was saying, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have just ladies for the first portion, however long of this stream. And then if there are any gentlemen out there that would like to come onto the panel and discuss anything that the ladies brought up, or if you have any questions for the lady on the panel, you can come on and do that. I don't want to know what women want. I want to know what they do and what they go for, because that truly tells me what they want. We need Flor, Morena, and La Princess to join. What's good, Creyente Galeño? What's good, Marcel? I'm going to try to be back soon, but if I don't come back in time, thanks for having me. It's been a pleasure. Thanks for all the love. No problem, Stink Face. Yes, join the live, ladies. So you guys, yeah, the men won't bite this time. When they're going at each other, they go crazy. But since it's gonna be females, they'll behave, right? Gentlemen in the chat, y'all gonna behave today. No crazy drama today. Yeah. Okay, so I will start off by saying, I guess. Yes, Lippin says join. Girl, you've already been on other panels. Now it's my turn to have your presence grace us. Well, your voice at least. And you can just kind of tell us what you will look for in a man. Because, I mean, you're in your 20s, so you're not like super young. I think, you have somewhat an idea of what you want. So anyways, okay, so let me go first. So for me, I think a lot of what has shaped what I look for in a man actually has a lot to do with the men in my family that I saw growing up and kind of witnessing how they moved. So as y'all know, I am Dominican. So, I grew up watching how Dominican men move. And that, I guess you could say, it kind of molded my idea of what I believe. One, what a man should be for the most part, and kind of what I want and what I expect out of a man. Is it about to have the nickname Stink Face? Well, just know, whatever you call yourself is what people are going to call you. So if you don't have an issue with people calling you Stink Face, then, it's okay, I guess. You will not get attacked, girl. We're not doing that today. No. Everybody's going to be able to voice their opinions. This is going to be no judgment, okay? No attacking here. All right? So, guys, don't be acting salty in the chat either. So, like I was saying, my the men in my family basically is what molded a lot of what I think. And also the way in which my parents raised me. My parents, they come from you know, very humble beginnings, and I saw them, you know, work very hard and basically achieve their version of the American dream once they came here. So for me, I mean, one thing from like watching my dad and watching my uncles and stuff is definitely wanting a man that is, you know, hardworking. You know, we always say we want a protector and a provider, but I think that is very true. I'm like, when it comes to being a provider now, I'm not super picky as far as like, oh, I need a guy that's like super rich. Like, I've never been super focused on money necessarily. Because to be honest, like all of my uncles that are here, they pretty much, they came first and then they brought their wives, and they are not wealthy by any means. They're all like, you know, maybe lower middle class now, but the majority of their wives are stay-at-home wives and moms, and they make it work, even, you know, though they may only make like 50,000 a year, if that, sometimes less. So I don't know, I've just never been super focused on money. I don't know, for me, I think also because of my like current situation, like I'm already living on my own. I already pay all my own bills. So I think at this point in my life, what I'm looking for more is a man that is like, we can work together and kind of build together and work as a team together. I'm not necessarily looking for a guy to totally take care of me, I guess you could say. Now, that's not saying that I'm going to date no broke dude that I would have to be taken care of or that makes substantially less than me. That's a no-no because at the end of the day, I have bills to pay. I have, you know, my daughters. Like, I can't afford to be, you know, having a mantenido up in my house, you know, somebody that's going to be expecting me to take care of them. Hell no, that's a beta male right there. Okay, that is not an alpha male. Like, at the end of the day, I need an alpha male. I don't mind, you know, like I mentioned in previous videos, I don't mind, you know, being submissive in the proper way. Okay, not saying that I'm gonna let a man run all over me and dictate. That's not what I'm looking for. But I don't mind, you know, the idea of letting a man be the man of the house or being the head of the household or whatever. But again, as long as we can like work together, like I don't mind that. Royal blood mucho, nobody wants that. And I feel like a guy that lets himself be, you know, taken care of like that by a woman and just kind of laid up in a woman's house, like, I don't know, like, I can't respect you. You know, I can't respect a guy like that. Like, no beta zone, right? Like, don't nobody got time for that. Okay. Yeah, like I need a masculine man, and I feel like that is what I got from the men in my family. They're all very masculine. They if they have to work two jobs, they will. At the end of the day, you know, Dominican men, they can have the flaws. They can be a little picaflore, a little mujeriego, but that aside, one thing I will give them is that they take care of their families and they take care of their women, and that is what I expect from a man. What someone who is your equals? Are you asking what about someone who is your equal? I'm not against being with someone who is my equal. Like, I think, honestly, at least in the US, I feel like most people date within their same social or economic bracket anyway. Yeah, so I'm not against it. I mean, if we can, once we put our money together, like, we're good, I think. So I'm not against it. Can you respect the man who will let you peg him? What do you mean by peg him? Hi, Jose Negron. Yes, respect women. Respect women. Yeah, so I don't know, like I said, I need a masculine, manly man. And so that's part of it. Okay, that's part of what I want. And then there comes, like, you know, the personality aspects, and then, you know, the physical aspects. So so personally, I have always been more of, like, you know, a shy type of girl. Like, I don't know if you can really tell or if it seems like it, since, you know, I'm literally out here on a YouTube channel and, you know, I'm put myself out there and stuff, but I was always very shy growing up. I mean, even to this day, for the most part, I am still pretty shy. You know, I still, like, get really nervous before I do my live streams. But because of that, I'm very drawn to men that have more outgoing personalities. Men that are very like, I guess you could say they have more of a dominant personality. Blood Moon, she said she was gonna come on. She's actually hanging out with some of her friends, and yeah, they said they were gonna try to come on, so hopefully they do. Pegging is when a woman wears a dress. Oh no, we're not doing that over here. We're not doing that over here, Truth Teacher. People date in proximity to them, like work, gym, coffee shop, supermarkets, friend of friends. Thanks for breaking my shyness, Extita. Yeah, so because of that, I guess it's one of those opposites attract kind of situation. So I tend to go for guys that are, again, more outgoing, because I feel like it kind of balances me in a way, and it helps me get out of my shyness and kind of get out of my shell a little bit. So I'm very drawn to guys that are funny and that have a sense of humor. Radical. Okay, yes, I am picky, but let me get to that, yo. Damn. There's nothing wrong with being shy, right? Yeah. So, like I said, I like outgoing, funny guys, because again, it helps bring me out of my shell. So that's one aspect of it. Definitely got to be like down to earth, because I feel like at the end of the day, I'm very down to earth, and I can't be with a guy that is like super sensitive or gets easily offended. Even though I'm always very careful to try not to offend people. Like, that's just my personality. That's just how I am. But yeah, I need a guy that's down to earth, that I can like, feel like I can be myself around. At least my little sister, right? We gonna find in the sort of girl to Peggy. Radical got dumped by Dominican for sure. Oh my goodness. Hold on, let me message more real quick. Let's see where she at. I just got here. Paula, hey. I just got here and Xtina's already talking about it. I understand that you have standards. I mean, yeah, you're supposed to have standards. If Tina Wan did a clown, then go to DR and get... Nah, I'm good. I am good. Good on that. What else personality-wise? A guy that is good with kids would be nice, because I do have kids. So I mean, if they know how, or they're good at dealing with kids, that's definitely a plus. Also somebody that like, it would have to be somebody that can also mesh in and get along with my family, because some of y'all know, like, my family, we like to party a lot. We like to dance a lot. You know how Dominicans are, man. We will make any little thing into a party. So that's another thing. Like, he'd have to be able to get along with my Dominican family. Financial stability, of course. The ladies are being shy. Finally, I think. I have kids too. Family oriented. Yes, Nuria, definitely family oriented. Because one thing about me is I am very, very connected with my family. Like, we're very tight knit. So for me, that's a big thing. That's really important for me. They have to be like, they have to be down to be around the family. Like, you get with me, you get in with the family. Ooh, we have somebody here. Hi, Pamela.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes. How are you?
First time on here, I'm kind of scared.
Don't be scared. It's okay. It's okay. Don't be scared. Oh, we have somebody else. Woo! You have to be down. Yay!
Hey.
I'm so excited. Never
Hola, todo el mundo. Hello.
So, you guys, how are y'all doing?
Good.
Good.
Pamela.
Yes,
Yeah.
Pamela, new person here.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm Dominican too, representing.
Oh, you
Yeah.
are. Oh, Dominican. All three of us are Dominican here.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. And I know now for a fact people will get confused with Pamela and Paula.
Oh,
Pamela and Paula.
thank you, Blood Moon. Like my pink background. Yes.
Yeah. That's nice. Girly.
Yeah. So, okay. So, like Radical mentioned earlier, I'm not going to lie. I am a bit picky. Not so much when it comes to looks. I'm not going to lie. I am. I do have a certain type that I like, which unfortunately is kind of hard for me to come across sometimes.
I know it. Can I say Dominican, negro alto, un cuerpazo?
Dime. Well, you already know.
Dime. Dime.
Un morenazo eso. Oh my God. It's just so hard to find them here. I'm here to be nosy. What's good, passport action?
Maybe you should open your options.
I mean, no, I mean, I've tried. I mean, like, so the two guys that I've dealt with since my kids' father passed away, they were both African American. They were both really good men, actually. It just didn't work out, for certain reasons. But as far as okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not very open to dating an Asian guy. I hope it doesn't make me racist. I don't know, like.
Señores, hay asiáticos que dan un susto. No se lleven. Anyways.
And then as far as like white men,
yeah, why not?
I don't know, because for me, I feel like what grounds would we have in common? Like what common interests would we have? Like how would a white man fit in around like my Dominican family? Like what would we talk about? Like I don't know. I'm talking about white Americans specifically, because a white Latino is something different.
Yes.
Because at least with like a white Dominican, for example, we share the same culture, so I feel like I could get along with a white Dominican, but like a white American, I just feel like they're so different. So Jacqueline, no problem.
Maybe if he's an open-minded person who's very curious for other cultures, you can share a lot. Actually, you were born in the U.S. Your first or maybe second language is English. Mm-hmm. You went to the same high school. You have the same system. You also have an American culture. So that's something. You know what's I will make a caricature of it, of course, but you know what mac and cheese is, the 4th of July, and all that stuff. So you have already a lot in common. Maybe your values, your core values and principles are not the same, but you can share that with each other. So
y'all don't listen to Radical. He's trolling. First of all, I don't.
Radical.
Radical always talking shit. Whites fit in with us. Do you think so, Dominican Renaissance? I don't know. White Americans like me, but I feel weird because of the difference in culture, right? Like I just feel like, I don't know. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like there are attractive white men out there, but I don't know. They're just not what I gravitate towards.
No, maybe you should give them a chance. Why not? You can date several people without being emotionally attached. You can give them a chance. Like, let me date for a couple of times, 3 times or so, different people, and let's see. Because otherwise, you're closing your options, Cristina.
I mean, no, I know that I am. It's
tienes que mandarlo a hacer. Eso es.
I know.
It's
so hard for me to get away from, the roots, like my sales say, your roots. It's hard for me to get away from that. So, guys, well, Paula, you already have a partner, but I guess say if you were single, and Pamela, you can answer this as well. So like at the top of your head, what are like the 4 top things you would say that you want in a man, just straight off the top of your head?
Muy buena educación, ser buena persona, ser una persona de peso, una persona fuerte y que tenga valores realmente.
Yeah.
Eso. En el plano personal. Que sea una buena persona eso. En el plano
Yeah,
personal.
you gotta be a good person with values. Yeah.
Yeah. Eso es innegociable. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. That's unnegotiable.
Right. What about you, Pamela? Is it Pamela or Pamela? How should we pronounce your name?
Either one is fine.
Okay. So what about you? What are like the top 4 things that come to your mind when you think of what you want in a man?
Okay, so I want someone that believes in God, just like me. Someone that can make me laugh.
Yeah.
Someone with good values, like you guys said, and like someone that will just like be there for me, like when I need help.
Yeah.
And then like also like when we move in together. Well, I have a man already and we live together, but like I want someone like him that he like helps me out. Like it's not like I have to do all the chores, the cooking, the cleaning, the everything. Like he helps me out with that stuff. Cause like I work full time. I work 8 to 5. So it's like, you think I want to come home every day and then have a whole house of chores to do?
Yeah.
Like I want someone to like help me and I just sit on his ass every day.
Right. And that's too, like once you actually start living with someone, it's like your priorities, they change again. And they become more, it's like, yeah, because when I was living with my kid's father, man, like he was very hardworking, I'll give him that. But like when it came to things around the house, sometimes I felt like, yo, could you like help me clean or something? But now that I'm living alone,
but it's clean.
I've been living alone now for 4 years, and listen, a man's presence is so needed sometimes in the house. It really makes a difference. I'm not gonna lie. Right now, the garbage disposal in my sink is messed up. I don't know how to fix that crap, But like when it comes to fixing things around the house, or like if I have issues with my car, I mean, I can go to my dad, but it's like, dang, sometimes like you just need that manly presence there. Like eso hace falta. It really.
Un hombre en la casa.
Yes.
Christina, sorry, could I interrupt you to give you a business idea? I don't know if it exists in the US, because we all work full time nowadays, and having like in the Dominican Republic someone to assist you the whole day is a lot. It's very expensive in the US and here in Belgium. Here they have companies that they send women to clean for you, to help you cooking and all that stuff, and you pay them per hour, like 4 hours per week or 8 hours per week, and it only costs you like €9. Maybe you can have like those bureaus, that you send women to work to a house, like every Wednesday from 9 to 12 o'clock or 1
o'clock. You mean
like
for me to manage that, like create that type of business?
Any Latino there, you will be rich. Instead of tener una sirvienta, no sirvienta una palabra, una asistente, like in the DR full time, that's very expensive here. But if those people can work a couple of hours, that kind of bureau, and you send like 10 of those, you hire 10 of those women, and they work on an hourly basis in several houses where people work full time. That helps. Dígamelo a mí, eso ayuda porque ayuda.
What's up, Royalists, Loyal, Sundown, Gaines Nation? What's up, everybody? Sorry, I haven't been keeping up with all the comments. Somebody said, what about guys that are not religious? Well, I mean, Paul, I know you're not religious. So I guess it wouldn't really matter to you. Now, me, I'm a believer, I am a Christian. So yeah, I mean, that's always been something pretty important. I don't, well, for those that believe in the Bible, the Bible says to not be unequally yoked. So preferably, it would be, at least for me, it would be nice to be with a man that also at least believes in God. I don't, they don't have to necessarily be super religious. Like, I don't know how to explain. I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like, it would be preferable, but I don't know. I wouldn't completely shun a guy out if he's a good guy, even if he's not. I don't know. That's a tricky one. Oh, okay, yeah. And Pamela, so you said that was an important thing for you. So do you guys believe that chivalry is dead? Do you guys still believe in that? Do you expect that from men still, or do you think that women should still be expecting that?
I, I think that it's still it's still alive, but it's just different now. Like a guy can be a gentleman, but that doesn't always mean like, oh, holding the door open for you, or what else is like the stereotypical like chivalrous things to do? I don't know, I don't remember, but I think it's just different now. Like we're living in a different time.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, no, when I think of chivalry or whatever, yeah, I think of, a guy that opens the door for you or opens your car door for you. When somebody says chivalry isn't dead. I don't have
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, so
No.
it's called Maiden. There's an app for that.
And for most in the dating scene, dating in the initial, come on, when you're initiating the relationship, if he doesn't do that, damn. And then when everybody's lying, when you're pretending to be someone you're not, and he as well, if he's not very courteous, chivalrous, if he's not a gentleman at that point, However, I do like that. I do like when they open the door for me. The car doesn't have open the door of the car doesn't need to be actually, he doesn't even do that. We don't have time. But the door, I like that when you are in a shop that I entered before and all that stuff. Maybe because I have that from my father and all my family. It's like, la mujer siempre debe andar delante. Like, you always go first because the man is behind you, protecting you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely feel like in this day and age, I feel like for the most part, we don't really expect it necessarily. So when it does happen, or you do see a guy that is very gentleman-like, it almost surprises you in a way. And it's like, oh, like, one of the guys that I talked to, like, he was very particular about like when like pumping gas. Like, even if I was, I don't know, the one driving, like, he had to be the one to pump the gas. Like, he was very particular about that. But still, I mean, it's a nice gesture. But, I guess, I don't know. I feel like men, I don't want to blanket all men the same. But I feel like, I don't know, guys in the chat, y'all can tell me if you agree or disagree. But I feel like a lot of those gentleman type of traits are kind of being lost a little.
Yes.
So you can tell me how you feel about that. Or I wonder also if it's because so many women these days act so masculine that maybe they don't feel the need to do it.
Exactly.
That could be part of it too.
Yes. I have a very feminist friend, and she says, like, I don't need men to belittle me by opening the door. Why should a man open my door? I have two hands. And I'm like, come on, you're losing all the good things. They do that, of course, to impress you, but they also want to be men. Sometimes they want to do it, but they are afraid. Some men have completely lost it. But I think it began actually when women were saying that you don't need to do that for me. I don't expect you to do that for me. I think it began from the women's side to, to say you don't need to treat me like that.
Yo, guys, can I tell a story real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
So this is kind of related, but I remember when I was in college, right? And I was walking to the library, and I held the door open for this guy, right? And like the guy was like, I guess, so impressed by that like he saw me later in the library and he asked me for my number. Really? And I thought that was kind of weird because like I wasn't, first of all, I wasn't attracted to him. Second of all, like I didn't hold the door open for him because I was attracted to him. I was just trying to be a good person,
Yeah.
So yeah, I did not give him my number. But yeah, but he seems like a nice guy, kind of.
Does happen a lot. Sometimes men will mistake you just being nice as you being interested. Yeah, not always.
Yeah, it's true. Blood, moon, fresa. Men will do that to impress you because they want your pee, but even without being a gentleman, they still want your pee. So I prefer.
Hey, Mambo Podcast, what's up? Haven't seen you in a while. Another Dominican. What's good? What's good?
Podcast.
Masculine women, feminist fault. No, that's right. That's true. I think it has changed. Very rare to find someone like that. Sometimes female emasculate a man a lot and make men feel unworthy. I agree. Some women do that. Whether they do it intentionally or not, some women do emasculate the men. That I do agree. So I have another question. And either one of you can go first. So, sometimes we hear some women say that they want a man to be more sensitive and to be more open with their emotions and their feelings and stuff like that. Is that something that you guys, well, I mean, you guys both already have men, but just talk like you don't already have a man. Is that something you kind of look for in a man, like, or would you see that as them being too soft if they talk too much about their feelings and their emotions, or like they're being too sensitive? Either one, you can go first.
Pamela, go.
Well, like actually, I don't mind that. Like, well, there's one problem with that. I'm emotional too, so like I don't know how that would work. But like I don't know. Like if you want to cry, I'll cry with you. Like that's fine. Like, we'll cry together.
We'll cry together. That's funny. Okay. What about you, Paula?
Mine is not sensitive at all. At all. However, it's not a requirement for me to have a sensitive man. I don't think I like sensitive men. I cannot be with a sensitive man, I guess. However, I would like him to show more, his feelings or be more sensitive sometimes.
Yeah.
But I never attract that kind of man, actually.
Mm.
No, but yeah, like it's not like he's like that, but yeah, but like a crying man and all that stuff. No, I've never had that.
I'm not gonna lie, I can't. Something about seeing a man cry, like a man that it usually won't, but when you do actually see them cry, like eso me parte el alma. Like I can't.
It's heartbreaking.
I cannot.
It's like niete tipo.
I don't know. Like I can't. Like I saw my kids' dad cry once, and I didn't know what to do with myself. Like I felt so terrible. Yeah.
So someone said my man needs to be emotionally intelligent, La Princess. I agree with that. Maybe not maybe sensitive isn't the right word per se, but just like someone that is in tune with your emotions, and like if I feel some type of way about a situation, like I don't want a man that's gonna be like, oh no, you're crazy, this is not, you shouldn't feel that way. I want somebody that's like, okay, I understand how you feel, let's talk about it, let's work on it.
Right.
Yeah. My princess, you're right. She worded actually very correct. Yes, he needs to be emotionally intelligent, otherwise it will not work out, or it will work out a bit slowly, or not so well.
That's definitely a big thing. Like for me, I don't think I necessarily want an overly sensitive guy either. That might actually end up being like a turnoff for me later on. But I wouldn't mind a guy that I guess it comes down to how they express it. Like I think if they get too overly expressive with their emotions, then maybe it comes off like, whoa, what are you doing? But I feel like if they can handle their emotions and communicates in an effective way about what they're feeling, then that's fine. I think that kind of falls into the whole being, emotionally intelligent type of thing.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a maturity thing too.
Yes, exactly. Very often we tend to think that emotional men are only the ones that cry. However, those that yell and become very angry are very emotional as well.
Yes, them. Yeah.
We always think emotional. He's the dead guy crying. Don't leave me. No, those who get mad and that kind of. I've never been with somebody like that. I could never. But they are also very emotional and emotionally immature. So that guy para la madre de ellos. So.
Right. Yeah. Definitely can't be with someone that's also like very super reactive and, like you said, just ready to blow up off of any little thing. Like no, that's not gonna sit well with me.
That's the danger. That kind of men are dangerous.
Yeah,
They
that's
put you in
dangerous.
dangerous situations.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And you've had some of them on your chat. Oh, I know. Men crying because they love one died is normal. Yeah, that's normal. That's definitely understandable.
Actually, Christina, you need a guy like Dominican Renaissance. It's always like Mentira.
Oh my
You
god.
can say whatever, and he's like,
Not actually Dominican Renaissance if you're still listening. That is one thing about you. You never go up or down. Well, maybe I've heard you get a little loud a few times, but for the most part, you're just on that one level.
Yeah,
Oh,
I admire that.
I'm a guy. I can't hang around guys like that. Yeah, that's draining. That's what that is. It's very draining.
Yes.
Mhm. Yeah. I was always taught men don't cry, overly dramatic men. Yes, that is a big turnoff. Definitely a big turnoff. So when it comes to looks, like, physical looks, how much do you guys think that matters? Like, is it something that you really take into account when looking for a man, or do you think that women, that is something we should be taking into account, or should we be less focused on that and more focused on like their personality and maybe their financial status? Like, what's you guys' take on that?
Pamela, we'll go here alphabetical.
And ladies, there's a few ladies in the chat. Don't be scared to join, guys.
Join, guys. I did.
Yeah, Pamela, she took one for the team. She
Yeah.
Come on. Fresa, come on, Blood Money should join.
No, I didn't know Blood Moon's not going to join. She even said she's not going to join.
Come on, she needs to fake her voice.
Well, I think for me, looks-wise, like I feel like the only thing that is important to me really is for the guy to be taller than me. Like I know that might sound like kind of like oh she cares about looks, but like for real, like I'm attracted to guys that are taller than me. Like I'm 5'7". Like I'm not that tall, but like I'm taller than some women and some men too. And like I just want a guy to be taller than me. That's really it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a must for me too. I just feel like if you gotta look down to your man, like
yeah,
weird. I don't know. That is weird to me because I'm 5'4" so I'm not like that tall. So if you're like under that, like, come on, man, how am I going to see you? If you're like 5'1", Now, I'm not saying dude gotta be like 6'4". Like I'm not that like extreme with it, but at least a few inches taller, like 5'10", 5'9", 5'10". I'm okay with a guy at 5'10". Like I said, they don't have to be super, super tall, but yeah, I definitely agree because you want to be able to look up to your man, and you want to be able to feel like if something goes down, like he can actually help you. He can shield you from danger, not that he's gonna be like over there tucking under you for you to protect him. Yeah. So
you're objectifying men. You're objectifying men. Oh Lord. No, I think we all do care about looks. If you're human beings, of course. However, we women, we tend to care less about looks when we find a man that treats us like a queen. I have actually it's not even mine. I think I heard this phrase from my father or one of my close relatives. No hay mujer que se resista al buen trato. Like even though she wants you to be this type of guy and you're not her initial type, if you treat her well, you will melt her heart, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's like, and we see that many times. It's like, we see that around us, and with ourselves. But we say, I have that and then this type. And then we say like, okay, maybe, I don't know, he doesn't have a 6-pack, but okay, he's not fat, but he's okay. So we tend to adjust our preferences when we are treated well. So, but we all have a preference, and we all deem that looks are important. But
and I think that it's not bad to have preferences.
No.
It would be bad if you were bashing other people in the process, like saying, "Oh, I love tall men and short men," or this. No, like you can have preferences, but as long as you
Yeah.
have respect for everybody, then that's fine.
Right. Right. How do you feel about this comment? The man can have the biggest beer belly in the world, and you ladies will date him if he has $1 billion in the bank.
I don't
If
care
you
about
are
money.
broke,
I really don't. Like I got money too. Like so, not $1 billion, but you know.
Well, I mean, I think there's some.
vamos a ser sinceras, mujeres. Vamos a ser sinceras, Vamos a quitarle la careta, que te estoy viendo la gomita. Vamos a quitarle la careta.
No, but listen, at the end of the day, there are women out here that if the money is good enough, they'll go for it, even if you look like Quasimodo. I don't know, like if you got zeros in the bank, I don't know, they'll go for you.
No tan fuerte. You know what I'm going to say? No, man, qué tan fuerte. Oh my gosh, I'm imagining somebody, with, like, con los dientes podridos and all this, like, no, ¿cómo tú le entras? Yeah. No, if he only has a beer belly, and for the rest he's okay, uno le busca la vuelta. Come on, you pay a personal trainer. He can pay a personal trainer.
Yeah, he can change.
Come on. He can change a lot of things. So
I
plenty of money
for me, like, of course, not every man you run into is gonna have like a perfect body and a perfect face. Like, I feel like for me, the face is really what matters more. Because if you have like a nice looking face, I can work with that. Like, you don't have to have like a super banging body. Because again, you can always go to the gym. You can work out. You can lose weight. Pero si tú eres feo, like, that's it. Like, you can't
you have to look for good. You're already pretty.
I have to like what I'm looking at too. Like, I don't know. That makes me sound vain, but like, I need to be attracted to the guy that I'm messing with. Not messing with, but like dealing with. I have to be physically attracted. I have to.
El gusto.
Yeah, like, I feel like, I'm not a bad looking girl, so why can't I be a good looking guy?
Yeah, of course.
Of course, good looking men come with their own set of problems, but
No. It depends. No uno que se guste más. O sea, de esos hombres que se gustan ellos. No, not that kind of man. Not that kind of man. But a pretty regular, pretty guy, why not? But no, not those,
super cocky.
I had a cousin of mine. Some of my cousins are like, ellos se gustan más que quien sea, and they're not gay, they're straight, but it's like, comparado.
Yeah.
Like, what the heck?
Yeah. My kid's dad was kind of not totally like that, but like he knew he looked good, and he definitely had that cockiness about him. And
yeah.
Yeah, women flocking to him all the time. So you can imagine how my life was with him.
Yeah, my mom used to tell me growing up, like, don't marry a guy that's too attractive or too hot, because then he's gonna be more likely to cheat.
Like, say that.
Yeah. I mean, ugly guys will cheat too, but yeah, definitely the better looking you are, the more options you have as a man.
Yeah.
So I feel like that increases the probability of you cheating.
Yeah, but many of them say like, no, I prefer ugly man because you don't have a lot of headaches, because he's the one who's going to chase after women. But when he looks good, it's women, throwing up them to the men. So I've heard tons of what Pamela just said, actually.
As for action, no, I'm not taller. Well, I don't know if I'm 5'4" or 5'5". I'm somewhere between that. So yeah, I'm not super tall. Your kids
But no, not someone who's too good looking like Maluma. Maluma es bello. Pero demasiada como que, es that persona that he has, like, una diva ella. No, not that, but he's cute and he's so young. Oh my gosh, I'm a cool.
I forget what he looks like. I get him and J Balvin confused all the time.
I used to get them confused too.
Really? No.
No, they look distinct.
Yeah, J Balvin.
Yeah, I guess I don't look at them enough.
No. Maluma
he's good looking though.
Es bello, una cosa bella. But J Balvin has like a typical Colombian personality, like, like a good person, like Yeah, humble, nice. I like his personality, the personality of his persona. But he seems like like humilde, like a typical Colombian, the Colombians that I know.
Yeah.
That's a good topic. Like, what celebrity guys do you guys like?
Oh man, I feel like there's no new celebrities that I really find that attractive. I mean, Osuna's kind of cute. He's kind of cute.
Yeah, he's kind of cute.
I used to have a big crush on Don Omar back in the day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he wasn't really like someone that you would consider like hot. And this was back when he was out here. I don't know why. I love me some Don Omar. Oh my gosh.
Pobre diablo.
Yeah, like I liked his face actually. He was very attractive to me.
Yes.
Vuelve, yeah.
Paula knows all his songs.
He's actually the first reggaetonero that made me listen to reggaeton, actually.
Yeah, him and Daddy Yankee were like my first like reggaetoneros that I listened to. I'm 25, so you guys are wondering.
Una niña, mi amor.
I know.
Osuna is good. Oh, Idris Elba, he looked good.
He's good. He's a bit old, but he's good. No,
yes.
No. Who? I don't even know.
I don't know either. I'm trying to think.
I think I like that guy from Chino Nacho Chino when he had his braids and his body. Kian Yonisa. I don't know actually. I don't really have that thing for celebrities, as I know, they are celebrities. No, Hollywood. Ben Affleck, mi marido. Ryan Reynolds.
Okay.
Paula Reynolds. Paula Affleck. Por allá. Who else? I don't even know. I like Jude Law a bit. Colin Farrell, the bad guy. I don't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like when he was younger. I don't know how they look now. Kian Mas, some like I like their faces, but they, I don't know. But not even their personality, because we don't know them.
Jason Momoa, yes.
Yeah.
Jason Momoa, who's that? Let me Google.
He played, was it Aquaman? He was in Game of Thrones. He was sexy up in Game of Thrones.
Rubio.
He's big. He got that big body build.
Yeah,
if he's versus Jason Momoa, I'll take him.
No, not really. He's good, but no. Not really. I don't know. I don't even know, actually. I don't remember. I'm sure I liked some, but I've never been like a huge fan of no one, actually. So
I don't have celebrity crushes either. Yeah, me either.
But I've always liked like the typical, like some of the Black actors, like Morris Chestnut, Moore, all the pretty ones. I've always thought they were like attractive.
Who are they? Let me Google them. Who? Maybe I know them. The thing is, I don't know names. I only know the names of some.
Okay, maybe if you hit him up, you might recognize him. Chris Hemsworth, he looks good too. I'm not using it to white men, but he looked good. William Levy, yeah, he's good looking too.
Ay, no, muy asqueroso. Muy se la den hediondo. No. Oh, Verástegui. But el del otro lado, that one that was in J-Lo's clip, it ain't funny. Eduardo Verástegui, he's a Mexican actor.
You ladies getting excited. Creyente, yes, I did. Thank you so much.
But there are some Black American actors, but I don't remember their name. One of them.
Oh, Michael Ealy, that's another one that really.
Yeah.
He's Black. He's brown skin. He went to Harvard Law School, and he's an actor. He was in one of those CIA series, and he wrote a letter to a sister, something like that. He's in his. No, he must be 50 now. I don't remember his name, but he's se le puede hacer solito. So
Yeah.
Y Elba se ve muy bien.
Yeah.
Viejo,
Morris
pero-
Chestnut has a huge forehead. Yeah, he's still good, though. What's up, Maestro? He still
Morris
looks good. I had a major crush on Fernando Columna. He was like in every novela.
15 years ago.
When I was in my mid-20s. Fernando Columna wasn't bad looking. He wasn't bad looking when he was younger.
Morris Chestnut is not my type, no.
Oh, Denzel Washington. Yeah.
Oh,
He was younger. Yeah.
Yeah, when
He's
he
a
was
legend.
young, he's old, man. Like, that's for my mom's generation. But he looks good.
Pedro Pascal. No, I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is either.
How about men who have high hair maintenance? Guys that spend like 30 minutes gelling their hair and they take longer getting ready than we do. Is that what you're referring to?
It depends, because if he has curly hair like mine, bro, like it takes me hours to do my hair. So if he has curly hair like mine, like I get it, bro. We'll help each other out. You detangle my hair, I'll detangle your hair. It's all good.
I know. I know. I know.
I mean, I don't mind the guy that like invest time in his looks as long as he's like over the top with it.
Yeah.
I can I have your curling cream, please? Oh, thank you, girl. Oh my god.
Yeah, we could share hair products. We could save money like that.
Salon maintenance.
Oh my god.
I cut my own hair. Oh, that's good that you cut your own hair. Maluma's too young and acts like it. Yeah.
Yeah, or not.
Yeah.
Maluma se equivoca, mi amor.
I don't have that problem. I'm bald. Yeah, you're right, Uli.
You're right.
You don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, that's true.
Christina, what's up, Johnny Mills? No problem. Bad Bunny.
I think I don't know, like I find him kind of attractive, but at the same time, I don't know. I feel like he would just be a cool person to just vibe with. I like his vibe. If that makes sense.
Yeah, but you're young, you're 25, yes.
Yeah.
No, he seems like a very cool person. I like his vibe as well. Like be who you are vibe.
Be who you are, yeah.
Yeah, not really a persona because to me all artists, they are the person and their persona. They're working. That's their job to pretend and to do and to say certain things, but that is not necessarily who they are. They are performing their jobs. It's just like us when we are at our job, we are a kind of persona that's infused with our personality. And I have from Bad Bunny like a cool vibe, like a really, like a truly natural vibe. But he's not my type now. Too young.
The cast of Magic Mike.
I'm gonna be honest. Like I don't think I saw the whole movie of Magic Mike. I feel like I just seen clips of it and always Channing Tatum. I don't remember who else was on it. Who was in that movie?
I said Takashi.
He'd probably be the only one. Like if I had to choose, he'd probably be the one. I mean, the rest of the guys was all right. I mean, the Uli. Bad Bunny is buggly.
Oh my god, so mean.
Personality is on point, but he's not cute. Tekashi 6ix9ine, no.
No. I'm glad we all agree. No.
Wait, is that the Prison Bay guy?
That's
the one that turned model.
Wentworth Miller is that Prison Break guy. Desperdísimo era guay, pero that's life.
That's hot for the criminal. He got that nice facial structure.
He's cute, but he's from the other side. He's from the other side. See?
He's gay?
No. Ustedes no sabían eso. Espérate, déjame quitarme.
Wait, I thought he got married or something. Didn't he?
Él es gay. See?
Wow.
juega para el otro equipo,
Yeah,
lamentablemente.
really is. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Qué desperdicio. Por eso fue que yo dije el desperdicio.
Oh, okay.
Cute. Yeah, he's a model now. Childish Gambino.
No.
He's alright.
What's good? C-Face good.
I like his music though.
Yeah. So what are some turn-offs for you guys? What are some things that men do that when they do it or say it or whatever is like, oh no, total turn-off. I can't deal with you right now or ever in life. Somebody earlier said, would we date somebody with smelly feet? That's definitely a turn-off.
Man, you don't even know if he has smelly feet until you live with that guy or have like a relationship. I mean, like,
Hold
I
on.
would just be like, watch your feet. Like,
you're not even watching. I
Mark
think
Anthony.
no.
Not really my type. I mean, he's not bad looking, but
well, he's too flaco.
Hi, the
Mark
other
Anthony, right?
Yeah, La Princess, we need you. Come on.
Yeah, girl. Which are your turn-offs? I have already one. Pamela.
Let's see. Like, I don't like when like guys talk about like things that they've done with other girls or like brag about like other girls they've been with.
That's a good one.
No.
Yeah, I've had guys do that before. I mean, on the one hand, it's like, okay, I mean, this happened before me, so I guess I shouldn't care, but at the same time, it's still kind of weird.
Who cares? Who cares?
I start to like envision her or something, like,
Like never be with voladores. Never.
With a girl.
No, never.
Men should have good hygiene. Yes. If you don't have good hygiene, that is definitely a turn on.
I mean, like
stink, like nah.
I mean, we are Dominicans, and Dominicans and Latin Americans, we have good hygiene. So, I mean, like that's not something that you're negotiating.
Yeah,
we're not negotiating that. Come on, that's obvious. That's not even a requirement. That's like a code. You know that. I mean, it is like it is. He has to breathe. He has to, be, una persona higiénica. It's like, come on.
Yeah, of course. C-Face good. What are you asking? I don't know. What makes you a good catch? What qualities do you have that makes you a good catch? Hello, Juan Rojas. Series should be exclusive. John Cena. He all right.
He's all right.
How come Mark Anthony had so many beautiful women in his life and married a Miss Universe? Because he's rich and famous. I think a lot of rich and famous men, they get a lot of women all the time. Like, it's not hard. I mean, money, status, power, that attracts a lot of women. So, all the above. Yes, Dominican men always smell good. Sometimes too much cologne, though. Yeah, sometimes. So yeah, the hygiene thing, that's definitely one thing. And like you said, talking about past encounters with other women, that I think, like how we talked about before, like being overly emotional or like reactive. I mean, that's like a
immature.
You
gotta be mature.
Being immature. Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Was there anything else, Paula, that you could think that's kind of like a turn off for you?
Dominican Renaissance will say I sound elitist. However, if he is Spanish speaking, let's say it's just a Dominican guy from the DR or Spanish speaking country that lives long enough in his country and he has grammatical errors, lo siento, I cannot. Un tipo que no sepa hablar, sorry. Like someone that only talks about baseball and sports and all that stuff. No. No, porque 1973, que los gigantes. No, that kind of people, no. And of course, not those guys that like to talk too much. I would never be with a guy that, that talks, that talks about his experiences, explicit experiences with his with the former wives of wife
Yeah.
women of his life, and neither the ones that want to make the hookup public. Me explico.
Mhm.
You're dating someone and you're getting to know each other, and he wants to make that public, or he wants people to know about that. No. I've had that experience in the past, and it was like cruz y raya from that moment. So because you know that the person will talk a lot. Come on, he's already saying like, come on,
Yeah.
like, you're making it
Mhm.
obvious, or you're telling people without my consent that you're dating me or whatever. It's like, come on. So
When I was in college, like I liked this guy, and like we both were like feeling each other, whatever, right? And then like I find out from one of my friends that he was telling people that like I was spending the night in his room, which wasn't true, by the way.
yeah,
And you could probably imagine that yeah, he after that he never had another chance.
not a girl. No, that kind of people.
Never.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but mom, for me, it's very important. A man that knows how to express himself in his native language. If I am with a Spanish-speaking person or a Dominican I cannot. Like, que lo que mani, if he only can express himself like that. Que lo que manito, yo tus chavos, no, porque nosotros estamos trucho en la avenida. Hey, yo soy una blah, blah, blah. I'm also blah, blah, blah. I'm from El Barrio, but the thing is, come on, you must know how to behave. You have to have some education. ¿Qué pasa?
Right.
It's like,
you'd be surprised. There'd be a lot of men out here talking about their past things to like.
Really?
I don't know if it's like an ego boost to talk about it. I don't know.
Or maybe it's just college guys. I don't know.
Like, why would you do that? But like, yeah, like the two people mentioned earlier, being broke, being stingy. That's a bit of a turn off. Would you date a man on welfare? No. I can't. I'm at a point in my life I can't. That would be too much of like a downgrade for me.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not super pressed. Like, I don't have to be with like a rich man, like money isn't like my first or primary goal necessarily, but with where I am in my life right now, I couldn't be with a guy on welfare. Like, nah.
We have to put things into context. If he's I don't know how the welfare in the US works, but take, for example, he had his own company, small company, and he went bankrupt.
Well, that's different. I think that's different than being on welfare. Like, yeah, I feel like that's more understandable.
Yeah. And due to the pandemic, like it, and he's on welfare. I don't know how the system is in the US, but in that case it's different because he was building something.
Yeah.
Or that's different. But if someone that is for years or 1 or 2 years on the welfare, it's just because
you're just lazy at that point.
Exactly. There is no ambition. So no woman wants to be with a guy who's not ambitious.
Right. That's actually that's another good point that you brought up. I don't think we've brought up a man that is ambitious. I think that is definitely something that most women want and appreciate. I think it's important that even if, I don't know, a guy may not necessarily be where he wants to be at in life yet, but if you see that they have that drive to achieve what they want and to, work towards their goals, like, I don't know, I feel like that's attractive. Like, I like to see that in a guy. Yeah, and when you don't, and you're just kind of laying around or depending on, I don't know, whatever government assistance or whatever that they're getting, it's like, no, it's just not a good look. It's not a good look. So yeah, that ambitious nature, I think, is definitely a good thing.
Go ahead, Pamela, to say something.
Oh, about the welfare thing? No, like I just like, I don't know. I feel like my man should have a job. Like do you have a job? Are you working towards a career? Are you in school? Or like, are you trying? Like, you gotta do something. You gotta be trying to do something with your life.
Right. Oh, man.
El fuerte is the best entertainment. No.
My dad can't stand him.
Hey,
He's kind of
Maura.
shady too. Like, doesn't he like beat his girlfriends and stuff? Omega.
He
Omega.
said he beats his girlfriend.
Yeah.
He was in jail. Come on, he was 5 years in jail because he
Wait,
beat
that's
his
what it was
girl.
for?
Yeah, yeah, I remember that.
Oh, wow.
5
I
years,
didn't
that's a
know.
lot. Bueno, he was judged, but still, I mean, like, and thing. But 5 years, that's a lot. Those guys need
Mhm.
psychological help because 5 years,
Yeah.
that's a lot. Can I say hola, macho? I always see you here in Christina's lives.
Yes.
You're new. Hey.
A true man would try to learn about a lady. He should not bring too much emotional luggage into the relationship. I agree.
He has to heal first.
Women are attracted to hunters. Yeah. In a way, yeah. And I think that's kind of like a biological thing, right? That kind of goes back to, I don't know, maybe the beginning of mankind. Because a guy that's a hunter, you know, he's not going to let you and your family starve. So we still kind of look for that now, just in a modern way, of course. So yeah, I agree with that.
Yes, and later they went to war. You know, it was not women that went to war; it was men. So it's the same now. The situation changes. However, you know, the fundamentals stay the same. We are the same people.
How about age difference? Asking for
Un amigo.
Well, I prefer somewhat around my age range. Like I don't usually go younger, but I will go a few years younger if the guy seems mature and, you know, he has, you know, his goals or whatever. And as far as dating older, I don't like to go a whole lot older. Like, you know, I'm 32 right now, so I would prefer somebody in their 30s. It can be mid 30s, it can be late 30s, but not a whole lot older. Like I could never date like a 50-year-old or something.
Yeah, I could never date somebody my dad's age.
I just
That's
can't.
weird. Like you're my dad's age,
I need
bro. You could
somebody
be my
young,
dad.
like
No, like
somebody that's gonna motivate me to want to go out and have fun and do stuff and you know, get the cultural references, you know. Hey, Moore's here.
Hey,
what's up?
Hi.
Hey. Is your mic? Are you with the other two?
Yes,
Yes,
Aaron
the
and
other
Brittany
two was
here.
here.
Okay, so Laura's actually there with two of her friends, but they're not showing their faces.
All right.
We nervous.
Do y'all watch 90 Day Fiancé? Would you be in that type of relationship? Well, Maura can talk about that because my sister pretty much did that.
Right. We like them young.
Fresh meat. Carne fresca.
Yeah. Girl, bye. Okay, let me tell them my tea. Y'all ready for my tea?
Yes, what's your thesis?
Okay. Well, I guess what we talk. What's the question? Okay. Well, I will say I'm 30 and he's 27.
Okay.
That's fine.
They be trying it sometimes. Well, I guess it's hard because you always get to where I feel like you be wanting. Okay, for me, like I've been wanting to get married 5 years ago. Like 5 years ago, you could say I was like, "Ooh, I was ready to get married," but his ass was sitting. He wasn't ready, y'all. You always reach that point before they do, which I mean, it's common sense. Everybody knows, but it's annoying.
Hey, Candace, click on the link in the pinned comment. It's a StreamYard link.
Yes, girl. Click the link, girl. Click the link and join us, girl. We talking about rocking the cradle.
So let me first ask y'all the general question. I mean, some of you guys obviously already have men, but Maura, Aaron, is Brittany there too?
She here with her raggedy ass.
I'm here. Okay, so the three of you, what are the top 4 qualities that you guys want in a man? Bloody okay, with your friend talking. There's 3 of them there.
All right, I'll go first. He has to be good looking, hard working. Shit, I forgot the other 2. He got to be able to dress. and he gotta look good with a hat off and on. Period.
True.
You gotta play the heart and the hat. Now, if he look crazy as hell, leave his ass in the dust.
Oh, what about you, Maura? Even though you're already married, but pretend you're not married.
Okay, pretend I'm not married. I mean, I'm not like so keen on them being like super attractive, but I need to be attracted to them, whether it be like the way they dress, the way, the way their mannerisms, their smile, something has to be like, okay, get me in the mood whenever I look at them. You know what I mean?
Like make your panties wet.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, goodness.
Hi.
This is my friend, like my real life friend.
I can.
I got my period. Radical. What's up, Candace? You
Hey,
finally made it
guys.
to one of my live streams.
Thank you.
So, Candace, what are the top 4 things that just off the top of your head that you look for when looking for a man?
So I would definitely say faithful, being loyal, reflective, and a good communicator.
Yes.
The reason I distinguish faithful and loyal is because I was having a conversation with a man who was like, oh, I mean, you can be loyal and not be faithful. I'm like, further explain your thoughts, sir. And pretty much he was saying that because a man can be loyal to his relationship with his girl, but not be faithful. He was like, he can step out, he can be cheating with other people, but if his loyalties lies with you, it's who he returns to at night. It's who he claims as his woman. But if he's unfaithful, that just means that he's having sex with other people. But he was saying there's a difference because it's easier for man to disattach, which is true. But I'm like, I'm gonna need a man that's gonna be both, because I feel like if I'm not loyal and faithful, it's gonna be a problem. And pretty much he was trying to say at the end of the day, loyalty is the most important, because since men can disattach, that them being unfaithful doesn't mean that they're not loyal or that they don't love you. It's just that pretty much that they think with their little wee. Which I can see some of the validity in that, but it doesn't justify the act.
Right.
I can't be with a cheater. Never.
Right.
I'm kicking him to the curb.
Bye.
Yeah, men always give that explanation that at the end of the day, your loyalty relies on who you come home to one night. That it's apparently who they give their heart to, that is who they're loyal to. But who they give the DICK to, it doesn't matter.
Right.
Damn, Carlos.
That's
He said he got married and still cheated.
Wow.
Terrible.
Hear me.
Wow.
Agua bendita para ti. Dang.
He got his swag quick, so he was.
Radical Latino.
No.
You're funny.
Radical Latino always talking shit.
Who's
He said he got his period listening to
She's like, who's man?
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, I'm not getting with no douche strategy. Yeah, I don't know where they're at. It would be nice if they joined them. My definition of cheating, underestimation of one's value.
That's a good way to explain it.
Yeah, more when you're not talking, mute yourself, because there's like kind of feedback coming from you. No, you're fine. Yeah, whenever you're ready to say something, you can unmute. But yeah, that's another thing I kind of wanted to touch on as well, as far as like why women like will stay with a guy after getting cheated on and stuff like that. And I mean, I've mentioned before, I was cheated on in the past and I stayed way longer than I should have. And I don't know what is the real motive behind that. I mean, I guess, when people say love is blind, and I don't know, you make stupid decisions sometimes when you're in love, or it's like you kind of have that oh man, Gemini, yeah, they're definitely crazy. My kids, that was Gemini. it's like you have that hope, I guess, that they'll change and maybe they'll feel some type of remorse or feel bad for having cheated on you. But it's like, man, as soon as you pardon the first offense and they see that you stayed, they're bound to just do it again. They're going to do it again. I bet you 100% of these women have a guy sleeping on the couch talking about he working on his mixtape. Wow. No. But anyway, yeah, that was something I definitely learned the hard way. Cheating can be a mistake sometimes. Maybe. But I feel like for the most part, Candace, go ahead. You want to say something.
Yo, dick accidentally fell into a woman's vagina. Your scrotum entered a vagina. Oh no. So in the act of getting up there were plenty of chances for your scrotum not to enter the vagina. Like maybe not taking off your belt, your pants, your shoes, your underwear. Like there's many steps before getting naked. I mean, I don't understand.
Hey, but there's different circumstances. Sorry, go ahead.
True. No, that is true. No, speak on it.
There is a difference if you live in Virginia and he cheats on you with a girl that lives in Virginia, in your neighborhood. But if he's with his friends on vacation in Bulgaria, very far, drunk and all that stuff, it's different. He will never know that, and the circumstances are different because he didn't make a fool about you. He was not cheating you with someone that you might know, or that someone that you might know would know about that. So it's bad. I'm not saying it's good. However, the circumstances are different. If he's cheating you with somebody that you know, somebody of his workplace, your workplace, that kind of things, or on a trip to Russia. So there is a difference. I guess there is a difference. I don't want to know anyways, because if I know, hell breaks loose. But I think that,
I don't know. Definitely all men don't cheat. I mean, it's not cheating if you are in different zip codes. Oh my yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, man, because I've heard women say, if my man cheats on me, like, I don't even want to know. I don't want to find out. I don't want to know. Ignorance is bliss, etc., etc. But God, I don't know.
So that song
till that girl calls your phone. Or sends a picture or posts something like, your man's laying next to me in my bed. Oh, look at his back. Like that basketball, like that tranny did with that basketball player. You don't think his wife was, she might have already known, it might have been an arrangement, but still, like, I don't know. So
are you talking about Jeffree Star?
I don't even know his name. I just know that it was embarrassing. That's why I actually said that I want someone who is like reflective in themselves and a good communicator as well. So I feel like when someone's reflective in themselves, that they are constantly looking to grow and change. That doesn't mean that they're not confident in themselves and they're not confident with where they are, but they recognize that in life, you shouldn't be the same person you are when you're 21, when you turn 30, right? In life, you constantly grow because you have different experiences and you're developing, so you're not going to have the same mindset. And I feel like a man who is reflective in himself, reflective in his behavior, he's less likely to act a fool when he finds someone with a value. When he finds someone he cares about and he knows that this woman has value, he's going to be less likely to be playing games. And he's going to show her, he's going to be clear with his intentions. He's not going to be afraid to communicate about them. And he's going to show her that he sees value in the relationship and value in her. And I feel like he's not going to let outside influences negatively impact the relationship, because he's going to protect the relationship. He's not going to let that penetrate it. So I feel like a man who's reflective is going to be strong. It like adds to their strength, because sometimes I feel like that's not always there. So I feel like it's another tool that like adds to their strength as far as them being like what makes them head of household. Like, because when you really think about a leader is not just someone who dictates or gives orders. A leader is someone who is reflective, who is empathetic, who has all these qualities that makes them a good leader, that understands how to navigate through certain situations. And like, that's what I needed in a man. Like, I can't have a man who who values his friends' opinions more than our relationship if he knows that it's negative, that is not beneficial to him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That,
I feel that also just comes with maturity and maybe even experience too. Because like a guy that isn't mature, I mean, he's not really gonna be. I don't think he's gonna be thinking that way. Because with like, I think as a man, and men in the chat, y'all can chime in on this too. But it really comes down to like outweighing, I think, your pros and cons. And I think once you get to that level of maturity, you start to think like, you know what? Does the benefits of me cheating outweigh the possibility of me getting caught and possibly losing this relationship with this woman that I actually really like and value, you know? So
ladies, men don't think
I
like
agree.
us. They don't think like that. Please, por favor, por favor. What you're saying was so beautiful, but it's like that's a fairy tale. It doesn't happen like that. But the majority of men feel, I will not say they cheat, you know, but they feel the urge to cheat because that's in their nature. They're in nature to, you know, to multiply themselves.
mhm.
You're not in nature to say to be monogamous. That's actually anti, you know, it's anti their nature. It goes against the nature. So when you say like they can value their relationship and they can value you, they do, but that has nothing to do with the flesh, with the lust. One thing is they can divide that lust and love. You can think, yeah, you have to, of course, we as women, we say yes, but he needs to put the lust and the love for me on a scale, and you know, and decide on what's more important to him. That's how we think, not how they think. So they're sorry when they are caught. Generally, that's why I say if one, I don't want to know. I don't know. I don't feel it. That's true. And if he did it like in Brazil when he was on vacation, that's it's different than if he did it here in Belgium. And two, I think that when we get cheated, what really hurts is our ego. That's the thing, because I think then if you find out that 3 years ago he cheated on you while he was in Costa Rica, the feeling is different if you find out that he cheated on you with a girl, with a friend of a cousin of yours in Virginia. So our ego has a lot to do with it, I think.
You could be right about that. Because I'm not gonna lie, like, you know, in my past relationship when I did get cheated on, which did happen more than once, I would kind of, well, at least the ones that I found out about, I did kind of like rate them in a way.
Oh.
And you know, sometimes people say like when you find out that you get cheated on with like you rate how they look, and then it's like, okay, especially when they look worse than you, like considerably worse, it's like, what? Why? Like, but then if they happen to be prettier than you, it's like, oh my god, then like that really like is like a shot to your ego, and it's like, damn.
Damn if he does, damn if he doesn't. You know, damn if the girl is pretty, and damn if she's not pretty. If she's not pretty, you feel humiliated. Like, oh my gosh, not with that. Are you for real? Come on. And if she's prettier, you're going to feel that a bit more insecure, and that hurts also. Because it's like, damn.
Yeah.
I cannot compete.
Laura and crew, do you guys want to add anything?
I don't know what to say. I mean, you guys pretty much said everything. All I know is like if a guy cheats on me and he gives me an STD, we throwing hands. I don't care. We're throwing hands.
Yeah, that's the risk that they take when they cheat. That or getting the other girl pregnant. I mean, there's multiple things that could go wrong.
What were you asking me again? I'm sorry, I didn't have my phone.
Oh, now I was saying if you or Aaron or Brittany want to add anything about this whole cheating thing.
I'll fuck that nigga up. You know, I'm sorry.
Facts.
No, this is definitely over. Cheating is a no for me. I don't care how good it is. Bye.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like,
and I feel like, I mean, I guess it is hard because, well, I will say experience. We've been together for 12 years. If you cheated on me, motherfucker, you gonna have another thing coming. I will burn all your motherfucking shit. I will burn everything. Everything that he loves will be in a pile of fire. Okay, let me tell you right now. And I bet you water carry underwear phase. Okay, before he cheats. Okay, she said he not gonna. She might have tried it on me, but the next bitch he ain't gonna do it to again because he tried it. No, not me. No. No.
She says she gonna be over here throwing the dog in the fire. Oh, you love it?
I throw the cat before I throw the dog.
Oh, she crazy.
He says, "Oh, she crazy."
Yeah, I sure am because you better ask about me. No, I'm not playing. No, your thing makes my blood boil because like no, don't do that to me. Like my thing is. I'd rather somebody be like, girl, bye. I do not want to be with your ass no more. I'd be like, all right. Like, I'd be mad as shit, but I'd be like, all right. But I'd rather that than you go around and cheat on me. And then on top of that, they always cheat with ugly bitches. It don't even be somebody cute. Like, at least let it be somebody as cute as Beyonce or Nicki Minaj. But then it's going to be somebody ugly. I'm dead.
It's true though. A lot of dudes do cheat with somebody that's uglier. I don't know why that is.
Yeah, they do cheat down most of the time. It seems like
men. Why is that? Why y'all do that? Like that's so weird.
I think Macho said that men cheat down.
That's so stupid. Like, what's the point?
She will buy and break your penis, but
men cheat down.
Facts. I bought it. I break it.
Pretty much.
Like no.
This
Okay,
so
I don't know. Like, I haven't been cheated on by somebody that's like really that significant to me. So I don't know how I would deal with it, honestly.
Girl, you better call her.
To the men in the chat, I will open it up to y'all a little later, and y'all can come and give us all your.
Why y'all cheat? Why?
Because they feel the need.
So we always have
They're hungry. They want to eat something different. That's the thing.
Something different, girl. I be switching my weave every month. Girl,
Radical says because we don't want that 2 or 4 to compete.
I just went back to black after I had blonde highlights, right? I had blonde highlights. I've had brown, blonde. Like, you need somebody new? I'll dye my hair red tomorrow. Like, like what do we want to go watch? Girl, I'm gonna learn some new tricks. Oh no, I don't care for it. No.
But that's true though. Like, I feel like if you're in something serious like a marriage, like okay, before you're like, oh, I want to try something new, at least talk to your partner. If there's something that like you're not satisfied with, talk about it. You know,
like, girl, can I try this?
Like you want me to bend over backwards, do splits? Okay, I'll try. I might break my neck, but I'll try.
These women are on fire.
That's understandable because like you want to keep the not only the romance, but you want to keep it spicy. You want to keep it interesting.
Right.
That doesn't mean you have to go out and get a whole new person. It just means communication is key, and that's something that when you're when you're married or in a long-term relationship, that's something that couples should get comfortable with having those conversations, especially those sexual conversations, because if certain things aren't pleasing the other person, like it needs to be communicated. Otherwise it's going to keep happening and that person's like, I'm not having an orgasm. I'm going to need to find something else to satisfy me, instead of like trusting in your significant other to have maybe an uncomfortable conversation, but can lead to the outcome can be like so beneficial for the relationship because you were able to work on it. You now know like, okay, I like this. And then you should explore and experiment with one another.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so
I don't.
Go ahead, whoever was about to speak.
Okay, sorry. I don't think it has to do with maybe experimenting something else. It's just they want another flesh. It's a difference, someone different. That's what I think, because we women, we tend to think a lot about that, but it's like, come on, many men have risked it all, their family, their wives, their reputation, everything, just to feel somebody else. Mm-hmm. They are capable of doing that. The majority of men, a lot of successful men worldwide do that. They risk their beautiful family, everything, just to be with a different woman. So it's deeper in them. It's just like something, that they want to do. It has nothing to do with their happiness at home. If they are getting what they want, it's in them, and they want something different. And you cannot change anything about that. It's on them. It's them. If they're able to control their biological, impulses. So it's not on us. You can give them whatever, the best thing. The best women have been cheated. The best mothers have been cheated.
Yeah.
It's not on us. It's on them.
The radical OG del Chivo. You combine everybody's names together. No, I would not swing. Okay, so I was gonna say, so a lot of people in the chat have been bringing up, well, women cheat too. Women cheat too. What are y'all's thoughts on that? Like, what would you guys say are the reasons women cheat? Also, people say that when women cheat, that we're better at it. So, what are y'all's thoughts on that? Any of y'all can go first.
Guys, I gotta go real quick, but I'll be back.
Okay.
Okay, I will say I feel like women are way better at hiding it, for sure.
I think there's like two groups to why women cheat. Either it's just like
You're not providing what I need.
Yeah, that's one thing. Like some women, when they get to that point, it's because they're really like just not being, their relationship is not where it needs to be. Or there are some women that do try to act like men and just do it for the fun of it. Like, but I feel like most women, like if they're in a really like serious relationship, they do end up that way. It's because something's really wrong, and they're looking for whatever's missing from someone else.
Women cheat because they try different sizes of women. The modern American woman is more sexually experienced than men.
I could see that.
We got a lot going on the panel, fellas. We need to buy Paula a few bottles of wine. Tell the truth. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not a cheater, but it does seem that a lot of the times when women do cheat, I mean, I don't think we're naturally programmed to be cheaters like that, I don't think we were meant to be physically and sexually promiscuous the way that men are. I don't think emotionally, I don't think we're necessarily equipped for that. But I do think that when women do cheat, I do think a lot of times it's due to like something that's seriously lacking in their relationship, kind of like what Moore was saying. I feel like women that cheat, they're not being emotionally fulfilled the way that they want, they're not feeling appreciated or wanted by their man, so they're seeking that need to be desired. Okay, and then they might come across this guy who's giving them that attention, and if there's physical and sexual tension there, they might just be like, F it, and they go ahead and do it. So I feel like there's definitely usually a motive behind it. I don't think most women cheat just to cheat. So that's my thoughts. Thank you, Mulano. Shout out to all the beautiful women in the chat. Thank you.
Yeah, guys, come on, support.
I will say, just thinking about the thing with Jada and Will, even though like that little red table talk, I was like, Jada, you did stop. Jada, what you doing? But I know that one of the things was she was saying like he was like out filming. She constantly was feeling like she wasn't getting needs. She wasn't being fulfilled by him because one, like, is Will Smith, so he has a little bit of a busy schedule. But I guess she felt like she was being neglected, so she got that from another technically man, aka boy, to fulfill her desire, and it probably made her feel really attractive too, that someone that younger found her like that attractive, and then fell for her when he had all these other young girl things chasing him. So I think and then it's probably also like a thrill with it too. And then like in the midst of it, she kept it up for so long, it ended up becoming like more than I think she expected it would be. But like it's not justifiable for in a man's case or in a female's case. I do know that there are reasons though why people for any behavior, there's a reason to it. Whenever a human has some type of behavior, it's because they're trying to get something. You just have, the thing that you don't know is the why sometimes. Like, why are they doing that? What's the reason because of it? So whenever someone cheats, there's always a reason. But just because there's a reason for why they cheat doesn't mean that it's justifiable. Like, it's still wrong at the end of the day.
Right. Thank you, Radical OG Del Chivo. Thank you. Thank you. Somebody said if sex wasn't in the equation, would it still be called cheating?
Like, are you asking about like emotionally cheating?
I mean, there is such thing as emotional cheating, right?
Yeah,
Sure,
that's still-
that's even worse than the physical.
Yeah.
I mean, they're both
For
bad.
women,
I feel
they're
like
all bad, but physical
once you get like emotionally involved with someone else, it's a wrap from there.
that's for us women, I guess. It's, you know, the emotional aspect is very important for us, but I guess that men is like, okay, she can be emotionally cheating me, it's not fun, but she hasn't slept with him, so it would pass a bit. Actually, I do agree with all you ladies. Women actually cheat for two reasons. You have two groups. One for the sexual excitement, if she's not getting home what she wants, and the other one's because they feel like neglected, emotionally neglected, but not just like that. For an excitement, we're not like, you know, like there's a hot man that passes by and you say like, wow, men, like many men are like that. There is, you know, I've heard many times examples, I'm going to be a bit graphic, sorry, like when many men, not all, see a very hot woman and she's laughing and everything, they think in their minds that woman likes me, and when she's hot, she has a nice body, that they imagine actually sex. And if that woman would ask them like, oh, I would like to sleep with you, they would not say no. However, we women, we don't imagine sleeping with a man, with a hot man that we just met or just, or seeing. But men, they would not say no. If Ben Affleck would ask me, would you like to sleep with me? In the back of my mind, I would say, of course, so to say. But it's like, what the heck are you saying? However, if Charlize Theron would ask any heterosexual man, would you like to sleep with me? He's not going to say no. So it depends. Again, I guess that's my point of view.
Uli asked, what's emotional cheating? Trusting another woman instead of yours. I think it's just like when you're in a relationship and you start to get just emotionally involved with someone else, as far as you start to actually, grow feelings for that person. It's not, and this could be without even having slept with the other person. It's just, actually building that emotional connection with them. Yeah, and sometimes it could even lead to falling in love with the other person.
Right, because you can grow intimacy, like that intimacy can grow between like that other person that you're emotionally cheating with. And then a lot of times once emotions are involved, that may like physically cheating is just down the line, because now your heart is involved. Now you're starting to grow real feelings for it. It's not just the physical act of getting a nut off. It's like you actually care for this person. You're starting to like imagine, like, probably fantasize about certain things, but then like, oh, well, I'm not actually doing it, so it's okay. But we all know that that's just a hop, skip and a jump away from actually like acting out that act. And I've heard a lot of men say, well, it's worse when a woman cheats because women are so emotional. So when they cheat, there's an emotional aspect to it, versus when a man cheats, it could just be like a physical, I needed to just feel a different feeling, if you know what I mean. But it didn't actually have, like, it didn't mean anything, versus they're like, oh, if my woman cheat, I wouldn't be able to stay with them because like it's like a double standard. It's like I wouldn't be able to stay with her because it's more than just her trying to get one off. It's because she actually, there's like emotion, and so she cared about this man, and they were saying that makes it worse.
Yeah. What about cheating with a foreign object? I don't think that's cheating. If it's what I think you're saying, I don't consider that cheating. Some men want something to control. Play hide and seek with your team.
When cheat, they do it, it's already planned. There is, a malicious intent. Not even intent. you don't just cheat just like that. I think that's what men find it even harder or something, that not even not only the emotional context of it, also the physical context, but the fact that you thought about that. You just don't improvise cheating on a man. Like, man going to Russia, having party, and he can sleep with a Russian girl. You can go to Russia and you're not going to sleep just like that. You're drunk with a Russian guy, generally. So when women cheat, they plan that out. It wasn't just like that. Like, wow, I'm in a bar or in a club and there is this opportunity. I don't think that women are generally like that. So I think that's a hard pill for men.
Shout out to Dominican Renaissance. Thank you. I would like to sleep with you. Where are these women, Paola?
That was an example. Oh my gosh. A Dominican restaurant, please. That was an example.
People need more self-control. Yes, I agree. People just lack self-control now.
The other Ray J, what do you mean that it's different now? It's different now, like when men cheat, it's now like become an emotional like aspect. Because one, I never believe that that's one, because you can never put everyone in the same box. So people are different. People have different personalities, different dynamics. And so their situations are also different as well. I just know that you could say like majority or more often this may happen, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that's the case for like all men. There are definitely men who end up cheating, and it's an emotional thing that's tied to it. That man could be feeling neglected from his woman. Like, he could be feeling like he's not being fulfilled, that he's not being cared for the way he wanted to. So he goes out and finds that from a woman that's giving that to him. And sometimes it's the 80-20. They see something that they feel like they're missing out on that 20%, and they kind of forget about that 80. So they go chase after that 20. But it can be either or. But we can also talk about who does it happen to more, or with the data, what group, men or women, does that happen with more?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Everybody out here cheating. Yeah.
Not everybody. I've never cheated. Not one day.
Yes, there's some good people out here still. But I have heard people saying lately that they believe that the ratio, whatever, of women to men cheating is actually quite the same almost.
Mm-hmm.
That women cheat almost just as much as men do.
Mm-hmm. And it's increasing every time.
Yeah, I can see that being the case, and just like you hear about it more with men, because like, well, in the past, historically, that has not been the case, but also just historically looking at the family dynamic, that has changed so much over the past couple of decades as well. And just the relationship dynamic, and then the modern woman, one may say. But also I agree with the thing about, like, I feel like women they can hide it better. They think through certain things, where I feel like sometimes men just might go with the flow, and then they'll forget their lie or forget that they said they were at their boy's house or what they do. But a woman will remember. Like, if you tell her that you were going to the gym, and a week later she may pose the question in a different way to see if it was really true, and you stumble over it, you can't answer, you answer something different. And it's like, she'll remember, and she'll just pose the question in a different way when you're distracted, maybe during sex, maybe when you're eating, when your belly's full, when you're content, maybe when you're watching something that you don't want to be bothered with, you're watching the game, so you just answer, to get her out the way. And that's when the truth accidentally slips out. So I do feel like a woman is a bit better at hiding certain things, because they analyze it and think it through. So it's more planned.
Right.
Yeah.
Do y'all agree with this comment here that some women also cheat out of spite?
Yeah, it's possible.
I think some do. Some do. When women cheat when it comes to money and attention.
Money? Cheating for money. Attention maybe, but money?
Money,
Maybe.
as in like they have a steady relationship, but they meet like a baller or football player, like, or financial guru, and they're like cheap because they think that person's going to choose them out of all the other women chasing them because they got money. I just wanted clarification.
So Lord Hokage says it's more women cheats more. Plenty of marriage counselors are coming out saying women cheat more, and when they do cheat, it's most likely that the marriage is going to end.
Okay, there is emotional detachment, maybe. So
Yeah.
because before the marriage ends, there is already an emotional detach. One of the ones that decides to break up or to divorce is the one that has already, been emotional away from the relationship, I believe.
That's why I tell women I am cheating and they always think I'm joking. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I mean, sure upfront about it. Women cheat more than men. They are good at hiding too. Okay, so it seems like a lot of people think that women do it more. Women care about attention.
It's true.
The media just speaks about men cheating all the time as opposed to women getting exposed in the media.
Moise.
You might actually be right about that, Moise.
Interesting.
Communication is important. If both are honest regarding what are the issues in the relationship, it is less likely cheating will occur. Right.
That's true. That's true.
Right. Like if there's something that you're not feeling fulfilled with in your relationship, like you need to communicate about that. But people, one, they don't know how to communicate. And instead of trying to work it out with their partner, they'll try to go and find somebody else to fill in whatever hole it is that they're feeling from the current relationship. It's better to cheat on your own test than on your
woman. On your test than on your woman.
Other than Paula, these women depend on the woman, always with the not my man, he loves me.
Mala. You're mad.
Who said that though? Blood Moon?
Blood Moon.
Nobody were you listening? Were you muted? Nobody said that.
Yeah.
I don't think they do more. It's just that it's easier. Same way she chose another guy. If you can't communicate in a relationship, good luck. Yeah. Okay, and then Bessie, I just talking his ish. Yeah, so I don't know. When it comes to cheating, I don't know. I feel like there could just be one. There's so many ways to cheat, and then I don't know the motive behind the cheating, and then who does it more. I don't know. Like I don't. Sometimes I wonder, is it even realistic at this point to expect that I'm going to one day get with a man that will never ever cheat? Like, is that even a realistic goal at this point?
I feel like it is because I've spoken with some men who say that they wouldn't cheat. They say it's not because they don't desire it or crave it at time, but they're like, when you really, they said, well, there's different types of men, right? So it's a certain type of men who will cheat. There's a certain type who has more morals and who is like, I'm not going to let that, like 99%, there's always like a chance for anything to happen, right? But I've spoken with men about this before, and they're like, because they have morals and they know that in their relationship, they value their relationship, that they're not going to do that because they don't want it done to them. And I've had men who said they've never cheated before. Now, granted, whether that's true or not, I don't know, but I've had some that talk about it and would like talk about how they've been cheated on and that just took them longer to open up. They said that in the midst of that, they did kind of run a little rampant and do a little hoish stuff, but they were single while they were doing that. And they said once they did settle back down in a relationship, that they were still loyal and faithful to that, and that it's possible to do, and that there are men out here who value that and who will be loyal and faithful and not cheat. It's just about finding that. And I feel like it is harder to find that because people I feel like when someone's really trying to deceive you, they're going to go out of their way to deceive you. If they know that they don't want to lose you, but they still want to just do what they want to do, then they're going to lie up a storm to try to keep you and to keep you from the truth. So it's kind of hard sometimes to take someone's word who say they've never cheated before. But I do know that there are men who said that they've never cheated before and they stand by that.
It's possible, but can I help in? Oh my God. Okay. Are you hearing?
Yeah, we can hear you.
There's a car. Sorry. I thought you heard
the
car. Okay, sorry. I think we are forgetting a very important factor, which is the cultural context. So we can talk about the values and all that. However, in some societies, men cheating is very, very common. It's your daily bread. And in societies, it's less. Men in Japan cheat less, and men in Finland are the men that cheat the least of the globe, the one in the stats.
Really?
However, if you go to the Congo, Nigeria, Dominican Republic, Mexico, it's different. So
Part of the culture.
the culture is very important. Some cultures, it's accepted. It's just, it's part of who you are, the man. But in some cultures, it's less accepted, or or they cheat but cheat less. So in our, in Latin American cultures, it's kind of encouraged. It's like, why not? You can cheat. You're a man. The society is not pointing their fingers on you, but in societies as Japan or Finland, so besides the thing, the values and their principles and all that stuff, is the cultural aspect, the cultural context matters as well.
Thank
So
you, Cardado Blackman. Thank you for the super chat.
I would say I am an Aries. I'm not sure if that makes a difference, but yes, I will say I do have to get going. It was great stopping in and talking with you and
Yeah,
popping
thank
in.
yes, Candice.
Bye,
The next time.
Candy.
Bye,
Nice
girl.
meeting
Bye.
you, Candice.
It was nice meeting you as
Bye.
well. Enjoy the rest of your chat. Bye, fellas.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hi,
Yeah,
Loretta.
me and Candace have been friends literally since 7th grade. So we're going on 20 years soon. We've been friends for a very, very long time.
Wow.
Yeah. I have never met a Dominican man who doesn't cheat. Oh my god. Which reminds me, okay, so I don't know if D is still here, but somebody asked earlier if you would do the whole 90-day fiance situation. So Mora, well, I've been meaning to interview Mora, and she keeps faking. But if you want to give us a little brief, like, summary of that, since you did go through that whole K1 visa process and finding love in DR.
I'm not faking, okay? You just don't pick a good day.
Hey, Stephanie. Hey,
Hey, Stephanie.
Hi.
The red
Hi,
lips.
baby.
Hey.
loving the red lipstick,
Gorgeous.
girl.
Looking a lot gorgeous.
Ah, no, Paola me dijiste que me ponga el labial rojo.
Sí, sí, te
Yeah.
queda hermoso. Muy bien.
Just remake it up.
Nice.
It was
We're red lips girls. Huh? All of us.
Okay, so Mora, you can go ahead.
What do you want me to talk about? Like, what exactly do you want me to say about it?
Like, how was it? Okay, actually, never mind. I'm gonna say this for when I do the interview with you, because yeah. Okay, we're not doing it right now. We're not doing it right now. Wow, thank you, Radical.
Radical is such a hater.
Oh my gosh. It was also believed that the men had to have sex regularly because keeping their juices in their body was unhealthy, so they were justified to cheat. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, society has always, done things to suit the man, so not surprising. Anyway, so Stephanie, what's up, girl?
Christina.
How are you?
Good. Doing good.
Good.
One of the things I wanted to talk about is how I don't know about you guys, but I feel like romanticism is like dying out. Like men being romantic. Like they want to do the least amount to get, the cookie.
Yes. I don't know how long you've been listening, but we briefly touched like towards the beginning, like if chivalry is dead.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't see that. I didn't see that.
Yeah. So yeah, we kind of talked about that, but yeah, no, like I said, I do think that's I don't know, that's really dying out with like the men of these more recent generations. Like, I don't know, and men in the chat, y'all can again chime in. Like, do y'all just not care to be romantic, or do you feel like you don't need to be romantic? Like, what is it? Or is nobody teaching y'all how to be romantic? Am I simping right now?
Oh God.
Stephanie looks really beautiful and gorgeous. I do apologize. Okay, Radical. Yeah, so guys in the chat, we want to know, like, why aren't guys being romantic anymore? Oh, it's not that hard to get the cookie anymore. That's why.
Good point.
Well,
the radical OG, the Chivo. What kind of? I think that was the best name award.
Yeah,
it's hilarious.
That's hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's important. I really feel like they just don't like, even the like flower, even just like sending flowers. I mean, not all girls like flowers because some of my friends don't, but even that, it's just like no, they don't want to do anything. It's like if they have to, even them just being at their anniversary, it's like, oh God, it seems like a chore for them. Honestly.
Because it's expensive.
No, listen, here's the thing. I've always thought, like, even like a picnic, putting together a picnic, it's not that expensive. And it just takes, you got to think it through, guys. It takes a little planning and it means something. If the girl likes you, it'll mean something. If she doesn't like you, she won't care about it. Like, she'll be like, no, take me to Mostro's, take me to Tao, take me somewhere nice, But if the girl likes you, you putting in that work and maybe doing like a nice picnic, she will care. Like, I would love that. Okay, I would love that. But yeah, guys are like, like if they just go to like a dinner and a movie, they think they're doing like the most.
No.
Maura, Aaron, Brittany, how do y'all feel about guys being romantic? Do you guys feel like men aren't as romantic anymore?
Wait, what?
Do you guys feel like men aren't being romantic anymore?
They definitely are.
No, I feel like a lot of men have lost that on.
Yeah. And we want to be romantic when the cookie's coming out of the jar.
Well, what are some ways in which you guys would like for a man to be romantic?
You know what?
When I'm at work and I'm struggling and I'm having a hard day, a hard week, a hard 2 weeks, it would be nice if somebody walked in and said, "Oh, flowers." And I'd be like, "Oh, who for who?" And they're like, "For you." That would be nice. How about that?
That's true. I feel like little things that people think that women don't care about no more. Like, some of us do still care about that stuff.
Like, I want flowers. Like, I want flowers. I want you to come home with my favorite wine, or I want you to come home and bring me a cherry Coke. And that's romantic to me because I'm thirsty. Like, I always want a cherry Coke.
or some chocolate covered strawberries, or like a book that you found at the I don't know, like a book. Just
a cookbook, okay? Because I'm always trying to cook something. Like, seriously, like, I just feel like little things to me. I remember one day he came home and bought me in Arizona. Like, I'm not even into Arizona teas like that, but he was like, "Oh, I went to the store and I saw this and I got you one." And I was like, "Oh, that's so sweet." And I drank the shit out that Arizona, but it was romantic.
That's true though. Like,
it's just little things. Like, I don't even need jewelry. Like, just give me a snack. Give me a Twizzler. Like, I like
yes, I be so happy when Laga gives me Twizzlers home. Like, yes.
A Reese's peanut butter cup, girl. Win me over.
Girl, a Snickers.
Ooh, yes.
Girl, are you hungry? Girl, I be switching up real quick.
Look, I'm gonna show you what my sister's man, like what he did for her birthday. It was cute. You
What
see?
he did, girl? What he did?
Flowers.
Wait, how do I make
and mariachi?
Damn. You know, either bring me Mark Anthony or Chris Brown, then we can talk. Yeah, Valentine's Day is coming up, y'all. We might get something blue.
Man, I'm still single.
The romantic stuff are not that hard.
Girl, I think that was single, girl. Just let me not talk too much. He's gonna check my ass and he hear this podcast. He's gonna be like, "Bitch, what are you talking about?" I'm like, "I don't say nothing." I'm dead.
What's up, Ricardo?
Hey, Ricardo.
The lies on this panel. What are the lies, though?
Lies.
Men always think that when we speak our piece, they always say we're lying. Like, why? There's a guy said we lying.
Lying about what? Because what he talking about? What he lying about what? What are you talking about?
Oh my gosh. So
they don't see that's your problem, y'all.
Radical,
Think that niggas like
Radical. We can't listen to it. He used to them hoods.
It's radical. There's nothing.
Bringing me flowers, like girl, bye.
We're both a good wine, watching a movie. That's also romantic.
Wow, really, Luisa? Really? I mean, it's not. I mean, it's not false though. I don't really care about jewelry. I'd rather have a Twister, for real.
La Princess, we're talking about romanticism being dead. Men aren't romantic anymore. Latin-born are more romantic than the Americanized ones from the USA. Because our women acting too much like men. They think they have bigger balls than we do. Well, I mean, that's something I mentioned too towards the beginning of the stream. Maybe the fact that women have, well, not all women, but a lot of women have become more like masculine in a way. Maybe that's contributed towards men like chilling with the chivalry and the romanticism and all that.
I mean, I feel like that might be the case with some relationships where a woman has had to step up like financially and blah, blah, blah. Everything has become 50-50. So maybe guys think, well, if everything else is 50-50, why I got to go the extra mile in that, in that sense too, which is bad because that shouldn't matter. But
Leopoldine says, what are you shy about? Like, come on, just join. Everybody here knows you. You know everybody. Yeah. Like, get over your fear. How often do I do like an all-female panel like this?
Yes, I remember.
It's the perfect chance for you to join.
Yes, Princess, come on, girl.
Yes,
hey, Princess. Princess, come on, girl. You ain't even gotta show your photo, girl. We sneaking around too. We ain't showing our photo.
Wait, Aaron, aren't you part Congolese or half Congolese?
Yeah, I'm Angolan and Congolese.
La Princess is Congolese too. Like you're Congolese.
I actually have a very little amount of Congolese blood. I'm Congolese a little bit.
Hey, Stephanie. Hey, here she is. Yay.
Yeah, La Princess.
Is that
Hi.
Hi. Get out and slap me 3 times. I'm dead.
They turned into a hate on men and lie about. First of all, nobody here is hating on men. Nobody here hates men, Radicals.
Yeah. I'm dead.
We're not lying about what we want.
It's not about hating men. We're not talking about hating men. We just saying what y'all can do better. Like, why can't they just take notes? What's the problem?
Right.
Like they always want to. Right. They always want to tell us what to do when we should be cooking and cleaning and shit. No, take notes too. Like, what's wrong with flowers and what's wrong with romance? Like, we don't want no scrubs. Like, that's all.
Okay,
like, TLC. 1 minute man. Brittany, what I tell you? Break me down.
Yes.
Show me what you got. Because I don't want to know 1 minute man. You don't want no scrubs. You on the passenger side. You better move on over and don't talk to me.
Oh my gosh. Okay, La Princess. So 2 questions. What are like the top 4 things you look for in a guy, and how do you feel about romanticism dying among men?
Okay, so top 4 things. He needs to be a family guy because family is very important to me.
Yes.
He needs to be ambitious, of course. A good man.
Mm-hmm.
And he needs to have, good values and morals.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean, there are more things, but yeah, top 4.
Yeah.
And romance, I feel like it depends because some men are very romantic and others are not. So it really depends. I feel like.
Yeah. So, let me say, so you're in Europe.
Yeah.
So I know you've obviously been exposed to all of us Americans. Well, besides Paola, who's in Europe also. But from what you've observed, do you think there's a difference between the romanticism when it comes to the
hell yeah. There is a difference. I just feel like European men, like, they're just more open to different things. And Americans look at certain things as corny or like dumb. Do you agree with me, Paula?
Exactly. No.
Okay. Yeah. So
No, I agree with you totally. I think that maybe our Latin American guys from the US think that romance is corny, but actually it doesn't take a lot of effort. Drinking a good bottle of wine on a Friday night, watching a TV movie, with low lights is also kind of romantic. If you're hugging her, of course, that's also romance. Going on a trip to going on a city trip where in the US to New York, from Virginia to New York, and having a nice dinner, only the two of you, that's also romantic. So romantic is not that Hollywood type of things of, flying on a private jet to, that kind of thing. Being romantic is not a big, effort, actually.
It's really not. I mean, I think people make it like a bigger deal than what it really is, but really all it is we just want to see that you put effort. You actually thought about what it was. Maybe you got us something that, I don't know, relates to something we said like a week ago, or something that that we like. And so you saw something that reminded you of it, and then you get it for us. Like, it's really like the thought behind it, I think. That's what counts more than anything. Not so much like a loophole of it, or like the price tag or whatever.
Christina, we'll be right back, okay?
Huh?
We'll be right back.
Okay.
Smoothie.
I have a friend from Vegas that she told me that she loved it when her husband would always call her and be like, "What do you need from like the store or anything?" Or he would get her a Starbucks drink or something like that. Just that he's always having her, like she's always a thought in his mind.
Yeah.
I think that's important.
Yeah, Maceo me la llevo para el malecón a caminar y a beber cerveza y luego nos vamos para un pica pollo. That sounds like a date to me.
Yeah, that's a date.
At the first date, please.
All these women talking all this, but we'll get with a dude who drinks all day, talking about
jamás en la vida. Pero tú estás loco.
Listen, Radical, like, what type of women you think we are?
Exactly. What type of women do you think we are? You like to throw man, Radical.
Men should always give.
Macho man. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, also women should also give too. I mean, women always, I feel like, are more giving. Like they're always thinking, they always give maybe too much. But I always feel like if the women don't do things like they're special for like, not just the guys' birthdays or for Valentine or for whatever, but like they should put, like, it shouldn't just be about like the woman being all about the woman. They should also, like, I want to do nice things for my guy. Like, I don't want to always be like the one getting the, special treatment all the time,
Yeah,
so.
yeah. No, that's true. Yeah, and I don't see anything wrong also with that type of treatment being reciprocated, because again, we are naturally givers, and I think when we actually really like you, we do like to spoil our men as well. So I mean, you get what you put in. Is that how you say it? But hold on, how does the saying go? Like that you reap what you sow type of thing, like in a positive way. Like if you put that effort and whatever into your woman, you're only going to get that back. It's like how they say, you give us a woman something and she multiplies it. So really, I mean, it's a win-win for you. I feel like either way, to the men in the chat, like nothing wrong with being romantic.
Oh, can you highlight what Carlos just said right now?
This one?
Yeah.
Should guys pay for the date, or do you girls do 50-50?
Guy pays for the dates.
Let me tell you something right now. This is my little secret, my little trick right here.
Oh.
When I pay for the date, I pay for my 50-50, right? I pay for my part because I'm gonna ghost that person. I'm gonna
exactly.
Immediately.
You don't like him. You don't like him.
It's totally fine. Like, oh no, here's my card. It's no problem, because as soon as I get home, I'm gonna give you the little emoji like this, or like it's little by little until like you don't hear from me no more.
Wow.
Yeah. That's a tactic.
That's what I do. That way I don't feel bad anymore about ghosting them. It's like, whatever. I just met up. We had dinner, or we had brunch, and then I'm on my way.
Yeah. And he cannot say that you took advantage from him.
Exactly. That's exactly why I didn't use you. We were there. We met up for dinner. We had our dinner, and then that was that. And now I just gonna start ghosting you with my little thumbs up emojis.
What woman's tactic, yeah.
Oh my gosh. La Princess, how do you feel about going 50-50 on dates?
Men should pay. And that's how I feel.
Period.
Oh, my husband in my home, all he does is work. Clean the house in lingerie. I mean, if you ask for it, I mean, I don't see why not.
He's gonna want one of those like feather, little feather dusters.
Right. Get a little maid outfit. This guy FBA.
I mean, actually, that is a good idea, but that's for like a special situation.
Yes. Yes, Mao, that's my sister. Pay for the date or we will arrest you. Gentlemen, pay for dates. 50-50 is giving him the impression you don't value yourself.
It says that. No.
I'll leave you. If the guy likes the girl, he pays. Yes.
And even if he doesn't like her, just because he's a man, I guess. It depends also which type of man, how old are their jobs, because come on, college students, come on, it's different than someone with a steady job.
If you give a woman too much, she will take it for granted. For every 2 she gives you, you give her 1.
No.
When you do stuff for women, you get used and abused. I mean, y'all just need to pick some better women. Then. Come on, man.
Exactly.
It gives him the impression I don't need him there because I want to. If a woman lets you, fellas, make her pay for the whole date. You deserve better because okay, really.
They're trolling.
Ladies, we have one big problem. Ask me why. What is the big problem, Rich Kid Studios? What if the date goes well and you like the guy, Stephanie? Do you offer to split the bill?
No, you know what I like to do? If first of all, we're on a date and I like him, I will let him pay because I want to see him again. I will pay for my stuff because if I want to ghost him, okay? But what I will do is that I will think of something like something thoughtful, like, oh, we can go here or we can do that, and I will pay for it, and I'll tell him I'll pay for it in advance, and then the next time, or he could treat me like, okay, let's say that I paid for I like to go bowling sometimes, so I got there earlier and I paid for the bowling, right? And then he paid for the dinner. I got there before, you know what I'm saying? So I don't really like to split like dinner bills. I would rather just, I'll think of ways. I'll think of ways to, to make it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Men should pay. That's at least for me. If a girl want to do something nice for me, she'll show up with tickets for the UFC.
See, like, that's a good idea. Like, let's say, I mean, that's one thing that I will do. Like, I'll think of events or things and I'll pay for it in advance. And then he can go, once we go to dinner, he should pay.
They don't really care if you pay half or not. I've seen 50-50 go so wrong. La princess is un princess. Why would she pay? Come on, Christina. You're saying she's a princess, right? Yeah, you're right. I pay for the date. She provides the dessert.
Oh my God, Lord.
Oh man.
It depends what you eat. No.
Treat her like a queen. She'll treat you like a fan. Wow. Damn. Some of y'all dudes in here sounding real.
Yeah.
I mean, you do gotta figure out if she's using you. Like, some girls will not like you for real. Like, some girls will really like you trying at all. Like, you being nice, paying for the stuff and being thoughtful. Like, some girls will love that, and you will see that they do things for you too. Like, it means that they care. If she really doesn't care about you either, she's gonna expect you just to wine and dine her and do everything. That's true.
Panel, thoughts on hypergamy. Yes, the other big topic. Everything lately has been high value men, avoiding dusties, women practicing hypergamy. Well, I actually made a video about this a year ago, when I first really started hearing about hypergamy. But the thing is, I feel like in most societies, women have always been hypergamous to a degree.
Yes.
It's not anything new, honestly. I feel like it's maybe just becoming more of a new thing for American women. But I feel like in most societies, women have usually always tried to, be with a man or get married to a man that was of a somewhat higher social or economic bracket. Like that's just, I think, kind of natural, because again, you want to be with a man that you know is going to be financially secure and that's going to be able to provide for you and your family. So I don't know why people make such a big deal about it. I mean, I guess because some people are now equating it to gold digging. So, which, I mean, if you're literally just being a gold digger, I mean, I don't condone gold digging. I mean, I think that's separate, though. I don't necessarily think that's hypergamy.
Gold digging and hypergamy is not the same thing.
Yeah,
exactly. To me, gold digging is just with someone, sleeping with someone for benefits, economical benefits. Chapialora. Not leveling up. Leveling up is, or hypergamy. Of course, you like that person. You want to marry that person. You want to settle your life, having kids. Having a normal life with that person. However, that man must represent you in the society. What I mean by it is just like he needs to be a provider. He needs to be a decent man. Somebody with some morals, values. It's not only about money. It's about goals, ambitions, values. It's not only about money. I have the impression that people make it about money only, but it's, you don't want a rich man. To me, hypergamy is not dating or marrying a rapper or something like that.
Yeah.
Not someone with the values that they usually have or their persona have. That's not hypergamy.
Yeah.
So it's leveling up in all levels. But of course, the one that we see the most, and one of the most important, to be honest, is the economical factor as well.
Yeah.
Hey y'all, I'm back.
Hey,
Pamela.
My nationality?
Huh?
Do you mean like where I live or my ethnicity?
It probably means your ethnicity.
Yeah, I'm Congolese.
Yes, Congolese.
I just want to answer to Uli, because I always offer to pay. When the guy pays, and I like him, whatever, it's good, you know what I'm saying? But like, as soon as I'm paying half, like, it's over. Like, I'm telling you, I'm ghosting you immediately. So immediately, like, there's nothing else that needs to happen. I'm just gonna start little by little, be like, yeah, and then it'll be done by 4 days.
Damn.
I think hypergamy is different than gold digging, because it's like, if you're a gold digger, you don't bring nothing to the relationship. But like hypergamy, like if you love that person, you're gonna try to meet that person halfway no matter what.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I definitely think people need to stop with that, because I feel like the end goal is kind of different between being a gold digger and just being hypergamous.
Totally.
Yeah, because I think with a lot of gold diggers, I mean, when they get with these guys, I feel like usually it's, I don't know, they're not really envisioning themselves being long term with this person. They're just trying to get what they can out of that person, like right now, and then they'll move on to the next guy that can offer them money or pay their bills or whatever it is. But when you're just being hypergamous and looking for a serious relationship, yeah, like Smoothie said, the end goal is marriage. And really just securing the financial stability of your family and stuff moving forward.
The bag.
You have a family.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
Again, I do think it's a newer concept for women in the United States. I think here, I know it kind of varies too by like, race and stuff, but I think here most people date in like their same level. I don't know if y'all agree with that, but I don't know. I think here people just date people in their same like surroundings or in their same environment. So most likely they'll be in the same like social class as you. Which I mean, I don't see
In the
anything
whole
wrong with
world.
that either, but
No.
yeah.
Actually, in the whole world, it's like that. You date people around you. Actually, yes.
Yeah, but what I see a lot more women advocating is for women to stop settling for struggle love.
Exactly.
You know, getting with these dudes that make considerably less than you, that end up depending on you financially, and you're having to like build them up, and it's a losing situation for the woman.
Exactly. That's something that I do not understand. Why? Why would you
I
do
don't
that?
get it either.
I wouldn't mind if the guy didn't
No,
have money.
Stephanie.
No. But like, as long as I knew like where he was in life. Like, let's say that he's in school or something like that, and I know that that's gonna be like a good paying job or whatever. And I know that I could see the journey. I could see that process. I'm not gonna take your word for it. I need to see that there's actions being taken.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, no, that's different.
Yeah.
That person, they're showing that they have goals, they have ambition. Like, that's understandable.
Yeah.
I wouldn't really be totally against that either. I think it's more the ones where it's like we mentioned earlier, you know, would you date a guy that's like on welfare or something? You know, like a guy that you can just tell, like they're being lazy, they're not really trying to improve, they're just kind of living off the government or whatever. Those type of guys, you know. Those
no,
are the ones
I need a man that I can respect. If I don't respect you, I can never be with you. Never.
Right.
Yes. Period.
Yeah. Yes. That's the most most important condition, to respect and then to admire. Yes. I think that respect is even more important than love sometimes. Or as important. Yes. Yes, because we women like to grow, and we want that man to grow with us. We must see, even though he's having a hard time, but he's not quitting. He's growing. He's evolving. It's not that we meet each other at this point 1, and then I'm going to be at point 5, and you're doing develop. It's like, come on, let's grow together. So maybe I'm higher than you, higher than you in that concept. Like I'm further in my professional whatever life, but I want you to be there as well. I don't want you to give up, because we lose respect and admiration in that kind of people.
Right. And this guy said there's even a show called Blue Collar Millionaires. I don't mind being with someone that works a blue collar job. Like, I don't mind that at all.
Yeah, neither do I. I kind of like that. I kind of like that.
Yeah, no lie, Stephanie. I kind of do too. Like a guy that can kind of get his hands dirty.
Exactly, bro. Like, you need to have those hands. Like, you know what kind of hands. You know what kind of hands.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I don't mind that. I don't mind it.
And also, a man that smells good. Like, you gotta have a nice smelling cologne. Honestly, that gets my attention. Like, I'm like, ooh, who's that over there?
Yeah.
You know?
El olor es importante.
Yeah. For sure.
For sure.
Women be out here getting pregnant by dudes that live with their moms. So why are you always lying?
No, we're not that kind of women, please.
No, but
those are the girls that are in their struggle love train.
Yep,
I think that's a struggle love. You're with a criminal or a guy that doesn't study. It's not, if you're a teenager, you're doing well in school and he dropped out, or he's not interested in that and he's just with his friends. And that's struggle love. Having kids with that guy, and we're not for struggle love. Not that kind of things.
Yeah.
No, man.
Yeah. So, it's okay. So since some people are saying we're like capping. So, okay. So why do you guys think that some women do get with the quote unquote bad boys? Like, why do you think that sometimes women are attractive to like the bad boy persona type of guys? It's like in our mind, we want a good guy, but then we end up being attracted to the bad quote unquote. Like, what do you guys think is the appeal there?
I want to say that the only time that I ever kind of like was talking to the bad boy, but he was supposedly like, well, not supposedly, he would do like good deeds.
Mm-hmm.
He was a rapper. And so I guess it kind of like balanced it out for me that I'm like, oh, he's not like that bad boy, because you know, maybe he's
like
doing
levels to it.
Yeah, like, you know, maybe he's reformed. Nah.
Reformed.
Yeah. I mean, you know what happens. I think, and then they get you once you're like smitten, you're like, you know, you just feel like, I don't know. It's a hole you can't get out of. You know. But yeah, now that I learned my lesson, though, I'll tell you that much.
Amen.
Yeah. You know, I think it's more so what they represent. I think bad boys, they tend to represent like, you know, kind of like danger and being fun and like risky, and
it's all a frontal.
They have that whole persona of like being good in bed, and, you know, all that stuff. And I think that's kind of like the appeal that they have sometimes, because I don't know, I guess, I don't know, you think, oh, I'll have fun with this person, and I don't know, maybe it's something, try something different, I don't know, then half the time they end up effing your life up.
Oh yes, girl, definitely.
I think,
I mean,
okay, you know, I think it's one thing that involves many others. Confidence. Those guys are confident, and that means some type, and they're also more, or their way of life is more exciting. What Dominican Renaissance said, they're not boring, so you know, they're adventurous, exciting, and Ulysses, he says the same thing actually. They usually look confident. That's the thing, confident. You say like, wow, confident. They are who they are, and they don't care about others. So that attracts you when you're young. However, when you're older, you want to settle down. You see, no, that guy is all over the place and he's not changing or whatever, then women tend to go away, to flee from those guys when they end up with those guys. But of course, I think we all got kind of attracted to a kind of bad guy. Never in my case, tigre de la calle, guys. I'm not a bad guy. For me, it's not that, you know, tigre de la calle, you're damn stupid. Come on. However, you know, those guys with confidence that were, you know, a bit different in school, that kind of things, you know, that had that confidence and would defy some people or the system or the rules, that kind of things.
Yeah. That's a good point. He says not that women like bad boys, women just like men that are assertive and confident. Like,
yeah.
So,
you know what's insane? As Akintunde the Great, that's one of my points. A man who is assertive and takes initiative, that's like sexy to me. Like that's important to me. Does things with conviction, you know.
Yeah.
He got his energy. Yeah. So yeah, I think that all of that combined is kind of what adds to the appeal. Like, I wouldn't want like a straight up bad boy or a hood guy or a guy un tigre de la calle. That's not my cup of tea. I'm not about that life. But I don't mind a guy that has a little edge to him, just a little bit. No, he's a little rougher on the edges. I don't mind that.
Yeah.
So, you know, again, I mentioned also in the beginning of the live, because I am more like laid back and like, you know, more of a chill person. I am attracted to guys that are more like a bit more assertive and like have more dominant personalities and stuff like that. So, you know, it adds to the appeal a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Same.
Stephanie.
What? Oh hell. No.
Yeah.
A hood nerd.
No, I didn't date the guy. We were talking for like 2 years, and well, whatever.
Oh, that was a long time.
Yeah, too long.
Macho, we need to tan you a bit for Christina.
First of all, why you gotta be a whole fella? Like, why gotta be one extreme to the other? Like, maybe he just went to jail for one night. I don't know. No, I'm not. I mean, yeah.
No,
mine went to jail for like a whole year.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You ladies think that bad boy until he gets arrested for fighting at Applebee's.
Wow.
Yo, look at Dominican Renaissance. How many felonies, lady? I run a bank right now.
We don't want stupid, man. Come on, use that energy to build a company, that kind of thing.
Nah. You can't be too hood though.
Yeah.
There's a rap song of Stephanie out there about how she broke his heart.
Wow.
Oh man.
Oh my God.
Thank you, Macho. Thank you.
Oh,
thank you, Macho. Gracias.
Thanks, Macho.
Yeah.
Ladies, I will leave the panel. I'm so sorry. I'm having fun, actually.
It's like 5 in the morning or something.
No, it's 6-9, and I have to be at 10 o'clock somewhere. So I'm going to.
Wow, you're not gonna sleep.
Yes, yesterday I barely slept. I slept as well. So, girls, it was fun.
Yes.
Continue. So, hasta luego.
Okay, thanks for joining.
Ciao.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Have
Bye.
fun.
Okay.
Okay. Technical issue.
Taylor, she would fight barefooted. Not even. Shut up. I did not get down like that. Okay. La Princess, you still there?
Yes.
Okay. How do you feel about bad boys?
I have never liked bad boys, but they have liked me. So, yeah. I've attracted many bad boys, but I've never entertained them.
Okay. Do you like come off as like good girl type of thing, and maybe?
I mean, yeah, I am a good girl.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, but for some odd reason, like many guys don't believe me, but yeah, I am a good girl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I can relate. That's how I was most of my life.
No, I'm like the goodiest good girl ever. Like, well, I kind of was.
Yeah.
But I was like, it was too much.
I love a confident and assertive man. I don't mind if he's nerdy, edgy. His personality is his. I just want him to be himself and secure with me. Yeah,
I like that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Also, men that constantly need their ego stroked is a turnoff. Yeah, that to me just signals insecurity. Yeah, because if you constantly, need somebody stroking your ego, like you're obviously insecure. I'm not crazy about bad boys. Future. Yeah, that's another one. I don't understand it. Yeah. Okay, so we're now at 2.5 hours in. So I will open it up to any men that want to come on and ask any of the ladies. If any of y'all guys out there want to, you can. Okay. Or any other ladies that want to join. She would cuss somebody.
No.
Oh my gosh. So, maybe you guys have heard people say that women, we a lot of times have a lot of unrealistic expectations when it comes to dating. Do you agree with that? Do you think that we tend to have unrealistic expectations?
Unrealistic?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, God, it's just men nowadays. They just want everything. So I think online dating ruined a lot of things. They have so many options that they like literally, I feel, are just putting, throwing putting their eggs in and see what lands. Like, you know what I'm saying? They just want everything so fast. They want to see how willing you are, but as soon as you don't like reply with something like a little scandalous, it's like, okay, you're done, you know? So that's the vibe I got from guys online dating. Like they don't want to get to know you. They want to see who's ready and willing. You know, that's the vibe I'm getting.
Yeah, it's trying to hook up more than anything.
Yeah, that's all it is. So, you know, I don't know.
Yeah. They can't meet the bare minimum of expectations. Romance is missing. Men have unrealistic expectations. I love a man who's into his emotions. Yeah, let me hook you right. Yeah, so like I always hear people say like, "Oh my gosh, you women, you want a guy who's like 6'5" with a banging body that makes six figures and this and that." And I don't know. I sometimes I feel like the men that complain a lot about women's expectations is because they know that they're somehow lacking. Because I feel like if you're confident in yourself and you know that you have something to offer women, like you won't get so triggered by hearing women talk about their expectations and say that they're being unrealistic. Now, granted, yes, some women they do. I will say they do be reaching with some of their expectations or whatever, but I don't know. It's like, is it wrong for us to want a guy that is financially secure and that isn't a bum and that maybe looks a little good, you know, and that isn't a cheater?
You know what's crazy? I went on like a Bumble date with this guy. He was about to be a doctor, like a month away from being a doctor. And we were like just on Bumble and like everything was going good. And I'm thinking, so on his profile, he said he was like 5'4". Okay. He said he was 5'4". I'm like 5'1.5", 5'2". Okay. So I'm thinking, whatever, like it's cool. Like I'm okay with that, right? And I love the way that he expressed himself. Like he was Mexican, born in Mexico, but he was his father lived in California. And everything was going well. He majored in anthropology, so, and he traveled to some of the places that I had traveled to. And well, I wanted to be pre-med and I had taken those science courses. And so, you know, like we had similar, you know, we shared commonalities. And everything was going great. I met him for brunch. And when I met him, the moment that I met him, I realized this man is exactly my height.
Oh my God.
I was like, wait a second, you just lied to me. Like you lied to me. But so then I was like, you know what? It's okay, because I felt like I was having a nice time, and I loved the way that he expressed himself, even through text. Like I loved it. Like he would say everything that I wanted to hear. Everything was respectful. Everything was like kind. Everything was like supportive. He was exactly. I was like, you know what? Okay, you know what? I don't care about that. F it. You know, we could be 5'1" together, boo. Like it's fine. And he didn't like me. I guess I wasn't up to. I guess I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna assume that he didn't like me because he just like stopped talking to me.
What?
Yeah. So I'm just gonna assume he didn't like how I looked, because I can't seem to think of anything else that was the reason why. But yeah, that was kind of disappointing. And you know, I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, you know what? It's fine that he's not like tall. Like I don't care. Like I won't wear heels anymore. You know, you think you know, but it's. So I'm not going to lower my expectations anymore.
Yeah.
Because you know what I'm saying? Like you think that, but no. So now I'm going to make sure. No, he's got to be at least 5'4" for me.
Okay. He's a lame.
Actually, he's actually a pretty amazing person. Like that's why I kind of was into him. I mean, I don't know why he didn't like me, but he was like, I think he had gone through like a car accident, and he had to be in the hospital, and be like in the rehabilitation facility for a long time, and from there he decided he wanted to be a doctor, because before he was going to be an architect, and like so he was into anthropology, which that was my major, you know. So you know, he is pretty amazing, and I don't understand why like he didn't like me, but you know, it is what it is.
Can't hold it. He was easy. Man.
No, I didn't even realize until I met him. He lied to me.
Go to the hospital charity gala.
That's hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
What? Oh, don't cry, Stephanie. Oh my god. Yeah, that was my Bumble story. No, 5'4". I didn't say 6'4". No. 5'4". I said at least 5'4". That way I can wear my heels.
You like him because he was a doctor.
Well, the thing is, I was pre-med, so, and he majored in anthropology. No, he minored in anthropology. I majored in anthropology. So, and we're both Mexican. You know, we had a lot of things in common, and he had a picture in Machu Picchu. I had been to Machu Picchu. We had so much in common. So no, and no, that's not. I didn't like him because he was a doctor. Like, even if he wasn't a doctor, let's say I don't know, let's say he had been an architect. I don't care, or he wanted to be an anthropology professor or something like that. I don't care.
No, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I could say it's the unrealistic standards, but I don't like for myself. Like I said at the beginning, I can be quite picky, and I don't know, because Paula said I'm like limiting my what's the word? Like my dating pool or whatever. But it's like, man,
your option.
You know, I like what I like. I have, you know, my certain things that I want, and I don't see why I should have to settle. So
yeah, you gotta know your worth and know like what you deserve in a man.
It's whatever, you know, attracts you. Like you do deserve somebody that attracts you. I don't think I'm that strict on looks. I like a guy who is very like understanding, supportive, that like listens, stuff like that. I honestly feel like that's harder to find. I think it's harder to find a good man. A good man is the hardest thing to find. Okay?
It's hard out in these streets, man. It's hard. Yeah. Well, yeah. Or it's like they'll be a good guy, but then they have other things that like you might not like, or I don't know, you might not find them attractive or whatever it is. It's always something.
Oh, here's the other one. I love a funny guy, but if you're not funny, don't try to be funny. Don't just be interesting. Be like, learn facts and learn what she likes, what she's into, and just go off of that. Because don't try to be funny if you aren't.
So you feel the exact same way with men? What do you mean, Moise? If I feel the same way? Y'all, the chat is open to everyone now, both guys and girls. So y'all, anyone can join if you want to join. Dominican Renaissance, I feel like you need to get up here. You've been saying a lot all night. Dominican Renaissance, he's caping for the ladies right now. Women don't care about good men? No, that's not true.
Not true. It's not.
Because, that's what's going to produce a long-lasting relationship in the end. Again, it depends what your end goal is. Like, if you're looking for a serious relationship or eventually a marriage, you're not going to be with... you're going to want to be with a good man. Like,
thank you, Bestia.
They want bad guys that are good to only them. I've heard people say that before. You can't change a bad guy at the end of the day. I don't know. I like the all ladies panel. This is good TV. Something different. Yeah. So La Princess, what are some of your standards? Like I've heard you say before that you only want to date like doctors or and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
doctors.
Have some standards. I think you've also said too, like, I don't know if it's like your culture, but it's kind of expected for you to date.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I am in the medical field, so I do work, with doctors, and also it is quite normal for them to date, nurses and